Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Am I good now? Am I good now? Am I good now? Okay. Dude, every single time I try and start a bit, the mic ends up muted. It doesn't matter if I've never touched my settings or if I tweak one little thing, my mic will just gone. And it's so stupid. It's so stupid, but it happens every single time. Okay, good. You guys can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Good, good, good. Are we all good to go? Are we all good? Are we all good? Are we all good? Okay, good now. Okay. All right, before I start anything else, let me just make sure my audio is working because this is like a precedent of bad luck I've never seen before. And I want to make sure everything's working before I actually get into it. So, you guys can hear me, right? Cool? Okay. I'm going to swap over to my webcam real quick. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay, can you guys hear me? Whatever, you guys can hear me here, right? I'm just gonna keep it here. I'm not gonna change scenes. OBS is tripping like usual. You guys can hear me here, right? Good, good. Ernie, you're muted? Again? Am I? Okay, alright. Type 1 in chat if you can hear me. If you can hear me, type 1 in chat. That'll determine if people are actually... I don't know if some people in here are trolling or not. If you can hear me, type 1 in chat. Wait, what did you say? Your mic went quieter, but I can hear you now. Okay, we're good. Alright, I'm just gonna keep this here. I'm not gonna switch back over to the face cam thing. I'm just gonna keep it here, and we'll be good. Okay, cool. Alright, so... anyways, what I was saying. For the first time in a long time, almost a full year, Piggy build mode has gotten a new update. I was basically talking with Epic Tank about the firework thing. Basically asking, like... you know... blah, 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 blah. And it got added into the game. So... I am very thankful for that. I'm thankful that something has finally happened here. Oh yeah, you can see this is from the thumbnail. And now, for the first time in almost a year, we're gonna be doing Piggy build mode myth busting. For those who don't know, this is where we test the limits of whatever the new thing is in the new build mode update. We have not done that for so long. Type 1 if you guys have been here for one of these streams before, a long time ago, where we used to do the Piggy build mode myth busting. Do we have any myth busting veterans here? Do we got any myth busting veterans here? Oh, we got a lot of people. Okay. All right, cool. So you guys know how this works. Give me your myths to bust in chat, and we're gonna do this on basically the only new block that got added, which is the firework block. So you guys can go ahead and start posting your myths in chat, and we're gonna test it. We're gonna test to see how well these work. Oh yeah, by the way, if I go in here and I start up the game, so if I go right here and then I hit the lever. Actually, let me turn down the volume because the volume's gonna get pretty loud with all the fireworks going off. Yeah, if I go start this up, you guys will see. Can it be rainbow? Technically you can. So, you see how all the fireworks are spread out like this? You can see that you can make it like a rainbow. You can actually see all the little colors in between each other like this. And the reason why you want to do it like this, or in this grid pattern like this, is because if you have them all in the same area, I think they're all just gonna look white. They're all gonna blend and just look like white fireworks. But if you space them out like this, you can end up getting rainbow colored fireworks that look consistent. I actually discovered this completely accidentally. I just made this so I can fire it at Georgie or whatever for the thumbnail. But I discovered that you can make rainbow fireworks. Oh hey, also Hyena's here. Someone in my server made the laser door out of red firework beams, probably with a looper, but it looks neat. Oh, really? Wait, let me try that. Let me try that. Oh, that's really interesting. I don't know if that'll lag the game, but I wanna try that real quick. So, can you make a laser door out of the fireworks? I mean, the answer is pretty much yes, but I want to see what that looks like. Also, I gotta get myself some like loopers here. Oh, here, you know what? Let me offset these so these are closer together. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the firework rocket, right? I'm gonna put them on an offset. And the reason why I'm doing this is so I can get them closer together. So now you got one that's going in the floor. Now you got one that's normal. I'm gonna offset them a little bit so that way I can link them up a little bit easier when that time comes. So that should be good right there. Now we just gotta go ahead and paint them red to get our laser effect. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. There we go. I don't think you can make them neon colored, but I'll do this anyways, just in case. I guess you can make the textures of these neon colored, which is cool. I guess you could also make like some new decorations and offset decorations too, which is pretty awesome. You can make a waterfall. Ooh, dude, you guys are coming up with so many good things. I'll get to them in just a second. Let me make sure I get this first. So we're gonna get a, where's the looper at? Oh yeah, there it is. It's been so long since I built in build mode. I've been doing a lot of Piggy Intercity stuff as of right now. All right, so I forgot how you did the rapid looper. I think, how do you do the rapid looper again, where it just goes like super fast? I completely forgot. But you know what? I'll just, dude, I've forgotten so much. This is what happens when build mode hasn't updated in like what? Almost a year? I've completely forgotten how to do stuff. Whatever. I'll just do this, and if I need to do it better, I'll do it better. It's whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna take the lever. I'm gonna set this to one-time use so that people don't flip it on back and forth. We'll do that, and then now all we gotta do is we gotta take all these lasers and merge them together like this. So, oh, and the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make a metal door. So I'm gonna take a, can I invert this inside? Oh yeah, I can. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. So I'm gonna take this gray part here. I'm gonna take, dude, it's so hard to see like the menu for this. It's so small. I'll take this and move it inside, and I'm basically just gonna make a metal doorway like that. Very good, very good. Yeah, so the question, so for those who weren't here, the question was, can you make a laser door out of the fireworks? And we're about to see right now if that's the case. Here, I'll just make a regular wall, it's fine. I'll just make a regular wall. Technically, you can put these things inside of walls like this, and you'll end up being, pretty deep. Oh, I guess I wouldn't need these slabs then. Whatever, there's gonna be Z fighting, it's whatever. It doesn't really matter. It does not really matter this time. So I'll take this, and I'll move it over here, like that. We're gonna ignore the fireworks that shoot off from the side, obviously, but I do want to see exactly how a laser door would work with these fireworks in action. So we're gonna go ahead and start up the game here. Someone's probably gonna flip that lever immediately. Okay. Alright, go ahead and let's go ahead and flip this and see what happens here. Oh! Wait a second. Okay, wait. There's a couple things I need to change. First, I'm gonna disable the sound, and then I'm gonna move it back by a space. Because the rockets themselves, they don't fire from the funnel, they fire out like right about here. They fire out a bit of a space afterwards. So I'm gonna move these 2 blocks over. Right about here, like that. I'll make the laser door a little bit wider. Technically, you can make it as wide as you want. But I do need to change the settings so I can disable the sound effects. So, sound's disabled. Sound is disabled. Number 3, number 4, and number 5. Okay, there we go. So, all the sounds are disabled here, so now we can start this up. So, let's take a look and see. That was already pretty cool, though. Okay, alright, turn that on and let's see what we get. Okay, no, turn this one off. Turn this one off. Okay, thank you. Alright, let's see. Yeah, look at this! You got like a hyper laser door! Dude, that's so cool! I didn't even think to use them like this. No, turn that off. Turn it off. I didn't even think to use it like this. And obviously you can have a death block enabled, so if people go through there, you know, obviously that's what happens. This is really interesting though, because the problem with the build mode lasers is that when you power them on and off too fast, some of the lasers get stuck there. Looper set to none, it's so fast. I don't think you can set the interval to 0, but there is another way to do it. I just forgot how. I forgot how you do a hyper looper. Oh my god, dude, I've forgotten so much already. Wait, is mobile here? Wait, hold on. Minitoon just DM'd me. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I was DMing Minitoon. Okay, so here's the thing. Wait, chat, can anyone get mobile in chat real quick? Is mobile here? Hey, can anyone get mobile in here? Because I want to see if they can give me like, how do you make the looper go faster? There's a way to get like the looper to make it go super fast, but I forgot how. Does anyone remember? Nano is nano of a second? There's no way you can make that, right? Because I think the lowest is 0.1. Yeah, the lowest is 0.1. You can only do the repetitions at 0. Mobile is here? Okay, mobile, where are you at? Where are you at? I need your advice real quick on how to make this go faster. You can make shooting stars at night? Yeah, I mean, if you have a lot of... Wait a second. I'll have to look at that in a second here. I think you literally gotta type nan in the input. What? What is this? When was this in the game? What? I have never seen it where you can type letters into the number box. I've never seen that feature before. Is that new? What? Wait a second. Okay, alright. Turn it on again this time. Okay. Whoa! Look at that! Oh, you know... Whoa. Oh, you know what that reminds me of? This reminds me of that stupid, like, CapCut filter. With, like, the flames that go like that. Whoa. These are, like, really laggy fireworks. Look at this. It creates, like, an immense particle explosion. So, hey, if you ever want to do, like, a, Oh, you know what you can do? Is this laggy? If this ends up being laggy, I have an idea. Yeah, the computer destroyer. Okay, Here, I have an idea. If you ever want to make this less laggy, you guys can just increase the distance the fireworks travel, so they go farther away. So maybe we can set this to like 99999. Oh, 500. So 500 is the max. So you could just have the fireworks go off from a really far away distance, and then you won't have to deal with it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, there's the last one. Okay. So yeah, you can have it go from a really far away. This one I gotta remove the lever from so people stop firing it. Dude, this is so cool, because I remember beforehand we had to make infinite loopers with something else. I didn't know you can do Nan, and it just does that. Whoa, wait, what? Oh, I get it now. Okay. So, by changing the distance, I made it so that, look at this, the lasers actually start right here, which is really interesting to know. So if you ever want to have a firework block somewhere, but you don't want the firework too close, you can increase the distance. That way you can hide these like farther under a map or something like that, and then have a laser go off at a certain place. So if you have the ground here, and maybe you have some cannons right here, you can put the firework underneath, so that way it starts at where the cannons are, and then they shoot up. That's really interesting. Is it just me or lagging the entire stream? Refresh and see if that ends up fixing it. That might end up fixing it. I could finally make evil innators. Yes, you can. You can make a lot of stuff already in build mode, but this really helps. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the laser door, I'm gonna move it over here. So that way the distance thing is fixed. Just an easier version instead of me having to change all the settings. So yeah, we'll do this. I'll move it over a little bit more. And then what I'll do is I'll just cover this up. I don't know if the particles are just based on, like, if you can see them, they're loaded in, or if it's just based on, if it really is just based on distance. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put up a wall here, that way I can stop people from seeing the fireworks over there. At least for the most part. And then that way it'll allow it to work better. It'll allow it to work way better, hopefully. But this is so cool. And you know what you can do is you can like further add details to this. So you can add like, for example, wedges like this. And then you can have like a little bit of an arched doorway. Hi, Slender Man. Why are you teleporting around like that? But yeah, you can arch the doorways like this. Just something very simple. You can do this and this. So now when you end up doing it, because the lasers always go through, let me move the player spawn over here. Alright, and then I'll put the lever like right here. There we go. Dude, this is so cool. Yeah, so go ahead and do this, and then now try this. Yeah, look at this. This is crazy. I don't know what determines where these particles come from. Again, it might be the distance, but I actually don't know. But this is crazy. You got actual laser beams. So you can do this, and then you can have a death block set to enable. So here, I'll show you. You can make shooting stars in that. I'll get to the shooting stars part in a second here. But I mean, that's as easy as just putting it up in the sky. Yeah, you can just do that. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do, right? So we'll take this lever. I'm gonna disable single use. And then I'm going to, actually, I'll just have it hooked up to a button. Otherwise, people are just gonna spam the lever. So I'll have it be like 10 seconds. Dang, there's no real way to set like the cooldown on this anyways. 10 seconds, and then I'll put this right over here. But what I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna take a power death block. I'm gonna put this right here, and put it up here. And I want to change the death effect to, is there lasers? Oh, there isn't lasers. The closest thing there is I'll just do fade. Yeah, I'll just do fade. So we'll do on touch, affect survivors. You can have it affect whatever else you want, honestly. But I'm going to connect the button to here as well. So the button connects to the lasers, and it connects to here too. So when the lasers are on, the power death block is on. It's that simple. So check this out here, watch. So we're gonna go in here. I'll kick people, by the way, so you guys can get in, but yeah, so the lasers are now on. You can see that set up now. So now if anyone goes through those lasers, I think I have respawns on if you guys want to go through here. So yeah, you look, the lasers are off so you guys can go through here. I don't know why the lasers like went on and off for a second. That was kind of odd. But yeah, you can see the lasers will automatically kill anybody who walks through there. Dude, this is awesome. And they're much better lasers, it seems, as well, because of the fact that they have like a fade effect. They have a fade effect, but most importantly, the regular build mode lasers, the linkable ones, aka these ones right here, when you turn them on and off, sometimes some of the lasers will stick out still. It's really weird. I would do a jump scare and add sound effects. Oh yeah, you can do that. I don't know where the jump scare camera will be facing though. Where's the top of the skull? Oh, the jump scare camera will be facing that way. So I can add a jump scare for this actually. So let me disable the lasers real quick. So by the way, for those who don't know, the jump scare is wherever the top of the skull is facing. So the top of the skull is the cranium here is facing directly this way, so that's where the jump scare will happen. The only thing is that actually I think this will work out fine. I think it might do the jump scare camera past the lasers though, since it takes up the same amount of space. But I'll take the button here. I'll do that. Everything else is set up to how it's supposed to be, right? Oh yeah, jump scare. There we go. Okay, so now the lasers are set to jump scare, which actually would be accurate to the lasers. So give it a try now and see what happens. Here, I'll do it. I'll do it. So I'm gonna walk through here. Yeah, it works. You actually get lasers that jump scare you. I was worried that the camera's gonna like go directly past the lasers and look up and not see them, but it actually worked. Oh yeah, let me turn on the other stuff real quick. I bet a subspace trip mine with this would be neat, like custom pink explosions and powered pink blocks, coloring the area. Yeah, I think you could do something like that, but the thing is that you can already turn the lasers pink. It's only impressive when you do it for this. These lasers are where it gets really impressive because of the fact that normally you can't change these laser colors. So I'll give you a good example actually. So I'll take this lever, I'll connect it to all of these lasers so you can see them be powered on. I'm gonna make sure that the, let me put the button right here. And the lever's gonna go right here. I'm gonna make sure respawns are enabled, obviously. Oh yeah, I'm gonna kick everybody out so new people can join. So if you wanna join my Roblox server, ErnieC3 Official. That's the username right there. If you guys wanna get on in here, I'm about to kick everybody right now. So, there we go. Oh, here, let me get more people in here. Yeah, let me increase the server capacity real quick. Probably just makes sense to do that, right? Yeah, everyone get in here. Get in. I'm a whole 2 minutes behind. Yeah, sometimes the stream delays like that. So just like pause and unpause the stream every now and then, and it should keep you up to date. I do that for some live streams too. After this, we're gonna get to the next myth. After this, we're gonna get ourselves to the next myth. So let's take the subspace trip mine and test that theory real quick. Dude, this is so cool though. Yeah, see, someone just died to these lasers right here. Yeah, this is so awesome. Like, see, this is why I'm saying just bring something simple into the game. People are gonna find a bunch of ways to use it. And lo and behold, people are already coming up with some crazy stuff here. Okay, so yeah, let me get the subspace trip mine. And I'm gonna use it on those lasers. No, you don't use subspace, there it is. There we go. So now I got the subspace trip mine, so let me add that in here. There we go. This is getting a little bit laggy though, so maybe these lasers aren't too optimal. Maybe there's a way to like disable the firework that Epic Tank can add. I think that would actually make it a whole lot better. And then you just get the particle. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the subspace trip mine here, which turns everything pink. Normally these lasers aren't colorable, but oh, you guys gotta wait. Step off of it. It won't arm if you guys are standing on it. Guys, the mine's not gonna arm if you guys are standing on it. You guys gotta get off of it. Otherwise, it's not gonna arm. Oh, did it work? Oh, people just keep standing on it. Here, okay, I'll place another one down. I'll just place a bunch of these here, and one of them will go off at some point. So we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Oh, there we go. It worked. What? Wait, it didn't change the. Whoa. What was that? What was that? Oh, was there another one that went off or something? Okay. Okay, so it's not the subspace trip mine, but it is something else. I know which gear causes it. It's, where's it at? It's the Cupid's Beloved Blade. That's the one that does it. Because I do remember turning, lasers pink before. So if you use this gear called the Cupid's Beloved Blade, watch what happens. Oh, wait a second. What is this? What's this? Are these pink lasers? I gotta like get really close, but not too close. Otherwise, I'll just end up dying. I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, I turned the ground pink. Oops. Well, everybody, look at this. Pink lasers. Look at these. I mean, technically, you can use other things that change other laser colors, too. For example, I'll get another gear right now. The Lucky Clover Hammer. That's another one. Yeah. So if you use the Lucky Clover Hammer, which just turned the ground green again, which is nice. Also, if anyone touches the hammer, it turns you guys green as well. So like if I use it on Z, come here, or Zuzi, or whatever your name is. Here, come here. Oh, they just ran into the... Okay, here. If you guys have player models, I can turn you guys green, but I wouldn't do it too much because you guys will actually end up dying. See, they end up getting like green eyes and stuff like that too. If you guys run into this too much, you guys are gonna die. You guys gotta chill. Okay, alright, so watch. If I use this here, watch. You'll end up getting green lasers. It's kind of interesting too because the base is red, but I think that's just the part color. Not the actual particles. And then lastly, I'll use the blue steel Midas hand, which also changes colors. Okay, so we'll do this. There we go. Okay, cool. We got this. So now we're gonna take this hand and we're gonna move this right here. So you can even change the lasers into non-neon colors. So you end up just getting like these blue steel lines that go across the screen, which I guess would be cool if you want to make like a fence or something like that. But I don't think RB Battles colors. Oh yeah, from the green and the... Okay, yeah, I see what you mean now. Yep, okay, let's put some clothes on you. There we go. Oh my god, it's blue steel, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna try pronouncing that, but it's blue steel. If you guys want to get turned into blue steel, touch the hand here. Yeah, touch the hand here. Yeah, there we go. So anything that this hand touches turns to blue steel, except for this, because that's a mesh. Why are you guys turning naked? Is it because the blue steel's wearing off? This isn't even supposed to wear off. What happens if I use it on you? Yeah, that's a mesh. Anything that's a mesh is not going to work. It has to be parts. Like actual part colors. It's got to be those or else it's not going to work. But it is pretty funny that you can take stuff like these, like the lasers, and turn them into basically harmless looking fences that people will just walk through. And they won't know it's actually lasers. It would be cool if you could change like the... I guess it wouldn't be too useful anyways. Ooh, that was smart. If you guys are ever trying to cheese a map, you can actually do it. You can jump on top of the lever, and then you can try and get over if you want. That's pretty cool. For obvious reasons, this does not work on these, because those are already pre-made particles. I mean, they're basically particles anyways. These are actually just like small cylinder parts. So that's why their colors can change, but these can't. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next myth here. What do you guys got here? What do you guys got? What do you guys hear? What do you guys got? What about a hyperspace scene area as far as Star Wars all the blue fireworks go? I mean, yeah, you can literally do that by just doing this. You can literally do that by just doing this. In fact, normally how people used to do it before was they used rain blocks. They would take the rain blocks like these, and it might be easier for you to do this. They took rain blocks like these and did it, so it made it look like, here, let me put this on a background real quick. Like this. They would just take rain blocks and basically do that. They would do this, and it made it look like you were going through, like, space or whatever. And if you added more on top of these, it would end up making it look like you were going faster. So you can definitely do something like that, or you can do it with the fireworks. I guess it just depends on performance. So if you want it to look better, you can go with the fireworks, but if you want something that's less laggy, you can go with the rain blocks. You can make shooting stars at night. So here's the thing, right? Let's go test that real quick. Can you make a shooting star at night? So we're gonna take neon, I'm gonna take I'm gonna set the time to nighttime. So we're gonna take one of these here. I'm gonna move this all the way over here like that. I'm gonna move it all the way up in the... Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. Before I put this block far away, let me actually make sure that this is set to work real quick. So I'll take a looper here, and I'll set it so that it happens like every 10 seconds or so, or 15 seconds. Yeah, every 15 seconds. 0 interval. We're gonna connect it to our shooting star block here, and then we're just gonna put down a lever. We're gonna put down a lever right here, and then I'm gonna set it to single use. And then now that we have all that stuff linked up, now we can take our important block and put it far away here. Decently far away. We might need to, oh shoot, we might need to set the distance. Can I click on this? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. And then we gotta put this really high in the air. But first, I'm just gonna set the distance to like, 250, and we'll see how that works. And then, obviously, shooting stars don't make any noise, so we can just silence that and we'll be good. We can be good. And then if you ever want to hide this, you can actually take a block and set it to neon black, and then put it like this, and then put the block inside, and it'll fully hide it. You literally won't see where this is coming from now. I hope I'm able to find it later. I really hope I'm able to find it later. So now, this should work like a shooting star. So let's see how this works here. Oh, look at that! Yeah, so if you put the distance high enough and you get rid of the firework effect itself, you actually can make a shooting star. Look at this, watch. Watch. Wait for it. Here it goes, here it goes. Dang, I set the interval for a long time. Should have been 15 seconds by now. Oh, there it is! Yeah, see? Yeah, dude, that's actually pretty cool. So you can do stuff like that with the firework launcher too. You can make shooting stars. I don't know how you would get rid of the explosion. Again, something I'm definitely gonna ask Epic Tank for is an option to disable the firework itself, so you just get the trail. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. I'll try though. I'll try, because originally when I talked to him recently about the firework thing, it got him to add it. So you can make a waterfall. Oh yeah, let's try that real quick. So I'm gonna set this back to daytime. Let's see if we can make a waterfall. Can you make a waterfall in Piggy build mode? I have to sit here and stare so close to the thing real quick. I had to stare so close to this because it's hard to see. So can you make a waterfall? Let's go ahead and find out real quick. So first we need our waterfall to be actually convincing. So we're gonna take some water blocks right here. Whoa, it's getting laggy. It's getting laggy from so many people. So we'll get like a little river right here. Like this. Just a very small, simple river. And I'm gonna take some blocks here. We're gonna lower them down like that. We don't need it to be too detailed. We're just trying to get like a convincing looking waterfall set up here. And that's exactly what we're doing. It's exactly what we're doing. So we're gonna put that here. We're gonna do this. And, oh, here, let's put something underneath real quick. Probably would be a good idea to have something underneath. And then let's get some rocks. So we're gonna take a rock here. We're gonna put, I'll just put rock. There we go. So the idea of using the fireworks for the waterfall is that you have the trails going downwards, but you might need the trails even closer than normal. So you would have to have like a lot of trails. So it would be very similar to the laser effect, except on like, you know, obviously a larger scale. You would have a lot more of them closer together, and that would end up just working on its own. So let me do right about here. Yeah, it doesn't need to be too detailed. It doesn't need to be too detailed. How am I gonna get? Okay, I have them facing downwards. How am I gonna make them facing downwards without it being like too obvious that they're there? I guess what I can do is maybe I can do this. No, yeah, here, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about real quick. So, in order to get the waterfall effect to go, obviously you guys are going to want this to be, you know, blue colored, and then you're going to want it to be just normal like this, right? but you're gonna have a lot of these facing downwards just like this. And in fact, if you offset these, you'll end up getting them even closer together. But the problem is how are you gonna get them to, how are you gonna hide the launchers themselves? How are you actually gonna hide the launchers themselves? So we'll put a bunch of these right here like this. And then lastly, what we gotta do is we gotta make sure the sounds are disabled for these two. Chat, do you have any ideas on how we can hide these in a way that looks natural? I guess we could just put a dirt block over them and call it a day, but I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. There's got to be a good way to do this, you know? It's got to be a better way to do this if you guys want to use this for like waterfalls in your map. And then I'll just take a link hub because I don't know what I want to link this up to yet. Oh, you know what? Oh no, I know what I'll do. I'll link it up to the I'll link it up to this. And then I'll put this over here. Yeah, like that. There we go. Yeah, it should be good now. Add rocks? Yeah, I could add rocks. I'll try that real quick. Yeah, I'll try that real quick. I guess I'll just take sort of the same oh, wait! Sphere blocks! Yeah, wait, what if we just do, so here, watch. If you guys want to make a convincing waterfall, you can take sphere blocks like these, and you can put them like, you'd have to make them decently sized too, so right around here, and then you would have to embed them into the, what happened? It's weird. Don't know what just caused that. But yeah, you can take these, and you can embed them into here. You might need to make them larger, though. So you might need to make them like this, and then sticking out a little bit more like that. It kind of looks a little weird. Maybe you guys should be able to find a better way to do it. It's just like hiding these pipes is essentially what you're trying to do here. I guess what you can do is you can take more of these like this, embed them in like right around here, and you can just overlay. Yeah. This is a good fix. So you can overlay them like this, and it'll make it look like the water's coming from like down below the rocks or something. So you can technically do that, and it'll end up working. So if you just make a bunch of these like this, you'll end up actually being able to do that. So yeah, the sphere blocks are a way to make the rocks look significantly more natural than they otherwise would normally be. And then you can get yourself like an actual working waterfall. Make a cool cutscene with fireworks. I don't think links work during cutscenes unless it's the end cutscene, right? Chad, is that true or false? I think intro cutscenes don't have links working yet, because technically the map's not loaded in yet, for the most part. Unless it's like a late game or something. Okay, I'm gonna add one more rock here, and that should do it. So right around here. Right about there. Okay, so cool, we got that now. And then maybe we can have it where we take like, let's take a wedge. We'll flip it over right around this side. And we'll make it look like it, like the water's coming from like an above cave. So we'll do something like this, like that, and then take this here. So yeah, if we do something like this, and then wedge it over, and then finally add one more wedge like this, we can get ourselves a decent looking cave where the water comes out of. And then we'll cross these two real quick just to get a bit of a smooth thing. There is technically Z fighting, but it's so small you can't see it. Especially from this height, you do not really need to worry about that too much. Make it rock arcway. I think for now we'll keep it like this. Again, this is a test. You guys can do this however you want. This is just like a little demonstration how you can get something that could end up really looking good. So we'll take this, we'll move that over here. Okay, some of these blocks are like glitching out for some reason. I have no clue why. And then finally we'll take the top of the cave and we'll raise it a bit higher. So cool, we got our area where the water's gonna come down from. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to add the interior of the cave. People are not going to see the interior of the cave that much. So all we're going to do is we're just going to add 2 walls and then the back, which is black. So that's all we're going to do. We're just going to add these on the top here, right, like that. They're not even going to see the water that's inside. But what I do want to do is I do want to take some water blocks and put them... How did you get up here? I do want to take some water blocks and put them right about here. So that way they overflow over the rocks, and that way people can see it, and it looks like the water's going... What is happening here? What's up with this weird block glitch that keeps happening? Something keeps happening where all the hitboxes keep breaking. This is like way more than normal. I don't know what's causing it. So maybe we can do this. It might be a bit too much though, but I'll see how it goes. And then the final block we're adding here is we're taking neon black. Remember, use neon black if you ever want to be able to have a dark background, because if you use black plastic, it reflects off the sunlight and you can still see it. Okay, so we did that. I'm just gonna take this button that was normally here, and I'm just gonna turn it into a lever. So that way the lasers stay on, but at the same time we can keep the, actually, I'm just gonna disable it from this for now. I'm just gonna do this. Oh, dude, you know, I'm so stupid. I should have just made it a separate thing. I'll fix the laser door in a second here. But yeah, let's go ahead and finish this off by taking a looper. We're gonna set it to the, well, the setting I know of now, which is nan, which is kind of crazy. I still can't believe that that's a thing. And then we'll put that here. Oh, I already linked it up, that's why. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna set it here and be done with it. We're gonna set it here, and we're gonna be done with it. There we go. And I'll just put the lasers on. Okay, cool. That's set up. That's working. We are good to go. And you can also add a waterfall sound effect, obviously, if you want. And you can just do that, and we're good. All right, everybody. Let's see if the waterfall effect works. So you guys can go ahead and hit the lever. And let's see. Whoa. Okay. Is it actually making it neon? Are the particles actually neon colored? Yeah, those look more like blue lasers. I don't know. I mean, especially when you mix it with like the realistic looking water, which I don't blame you for having. Or I mean, I don't blame myself for having. It kind of just, I mean, technically you can make like a waterfall. And it has like the particle effects too. I think what you would need to do instead is, here, I'll show you what you should do instead. For a waterfall, you shouldn't have nan. For waterfall, you shouldn't have nan. For waterfall, you should have this. You should have it be 0.1. So that way it looks a little more natural. Just make the fireworks real. Wait, what? What do you mean? Dang, it's so hard to edit the fireworks in here. Can I like, oh, these aren't even set to neon anyways. So yeah, like the particles are always going to be neon colored. So that's why it works well for the lasers. I don't think it works well for the, you can make a meteor shower. Yeah, I mean, you can do stuff like that. Very similar to the shooting star that we just demonstrated. But yeah, see, look, you got the water and you got this, but then, like, look, this ends up looking a little bit better because it looks like the stuff is actually going through, and it still has the particles as well. Oh, I know a way to do this better. So the problem is that all the lasers are going off at once, and it doesn't look like a natural waterfall. So instead what you have to do is you have to make all the lasers go off at different intervals like this, and it makes it look more natural. I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time doing that, but that's how you would end up making it better. But then again, like, the way you're going to make this look better is if you have the lasers even more closer together like that, and it ends up working better. Okay, what's the next myth? What is the next myth here? What kind of next myth you guys got? What kind of next myth do you guys got? Also, let me check something real quick. Just to be sure, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm DMing me too. You can have it maybe. Alright, there we go. Alright, so give me your next myth in chat. Let's take a look and see. You can make a meteor shower. Yeah, again, it's the same thing as the shooting star, except you would just have multiple of them, and you could do that. Yeah, and a lot of them that you would just face downwards, you could fix that. advanced scaling? What are you talking about? I don't think you can advance as flashbang. Yeah, I showed in my new video about the firework block, you can end up doing that. You can make rain or thunder. Oh, you know what you can also do is you can make lightning strikes. So if you take a firework block, and you take it like this, and you paint it like, you know, white. So you can do something like this, right? And then hide it up in the sky. And then you can have it where when this comes down, it hits an explosion block. Or, well, it doesn't hit it, but it, like, makes an explosion block go off at the same time. So it would shoot downwards with a white strike. It would go through the floor, so the firework would, you know, be down here. And then it would just, like, strike the ground to do that. So you could get that sort of effect. So that actually is possible. Let me see. Can we even try making landmines when a player steps on it, creates an explosion? Yeah, again, I covered that in my new video where you can combine the explosion block and you can combine the fireworks to make those sorts of special blocks. Let me see. Sorry, I'm like DMing Minitoon back and forth about some important stuff as well, so every now and then I'm getting a little distracted here. Myth, the fireworks can go through no clip and water blocks. They can go through every block in the game. They work very similar to the chasing hand, where my eye! I think there was like a stray hair in my eye or something. Yeah, the fireworks can go through every block. That's already confirmed. They can go through every single block. Let me see. What other myths? The effects stay after the game. That is not true, because you can see all the fireworks stuff that we've been doing is still not here. It's not still here. Yeah, no, I'm good. I just had like an eyelash or something in my eye. I don't know if it was from like one of my stray hairs just dangling in my eye or something like that. Ernie, you're gonna play both Piggy Build Mode Concepts Update and Intercity in one stream. I'm not gonna play Piggy Build Mode Concepts today yet. I may play it at some point, because I know there was another update. Let me see. Ernie, are you gonna play both Piggy Build Mode Update? Oh no, I already read that one. Ernie, are you able to play Horror Build? We're not playing Build Mode Maps today. We're just myth busting this and playing a little bit of Intercity afterwards. Combine the colors? We did that already. We did this. Yeah, we confirmed that if you have it in a grid fashion like this, you can combine different colored fireworks. Recreate on firing my laser main. We did that. We already did that. Something similar with the laser door that we just made with the firework blocks that are inside. Can you try making a big sun using the sphere block with sparkles? Technically, we did something like that already, but it's super laggy. It's not worth it. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people, wait, there's a couple people saying meteor showers. Again, you just do this. You just take this, and then you link it up to here, and then you'll end up getting like meteor showers, and then boom, you're all good. Can the fireworks curve? No, they only travel in a straight line. They only travel in a straight line. I guess technically you can, no, they actually only travel in a straight line. Unless... Okay, this will be the last myth before we go to Intercity. Check this out here. There might be a way to give the illusion that a laser is curving. So, for example, we're gonna take a laser like this, okay? We got one right here, and we're gonna put it like on its own little podium here. So we got that set up. Whoa, lag. Okay, so I think maybe the lag is causing that to set up here. So, we're gonna take, let's color this pink. Yeah, let's color this pink. So we have this setup here, right? And the laser's gonna travel forward, and we need to make it so that when it reaches around here, the laser curves off in this direction. So we have this setup right here, right? So we want to make it so that the laser starts at around this area. So remember, we're going to use the distance modifier here. So if we take the distance and we take this, right? We're going to put this here. We're going to put it through the wall, right around here, and we're going to set the distance to like 200. Maybe 300. So we're going to have this set up right here. So what we're going to have it, and we're going to disable this too. There we go. Okay. So check this out here. So I'll do 100. So here's my idea. So I'm going to take a button here. I'm going to link it to here. And then I'll have the button set to like 3 seconds. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have a timer set up on this side, so that after about 0.3 seconds or so, then this will go off. And then we're going to link that button over to that timer. So right about there. Okay. So you guys will probably see what I'm trying to do in a second here, but yeah. Go ahead and fire this. Oh shoot, I died. That's why my thing got stuck. Okay. Do you see what I'm trying to do here? Go ahead and press the button again. Press the button again. Okay. See how the origin point of that laser is still too close? You want to have it where it bounces off at a better time. So go ahead and do the laser again. So it needs to be delayed a little bit more. It needs to be delayed by 0.1 second. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna set this laser to be 500. Yeah, we're gonna set it to be 500. We're gonna take this right about there. We're gonna remove that, and then we are going to take this and set it to be 0.45. Or no, 0.4 should be good. Yeah, 0.4 should be good. Okay. All right, go ahead and try now. So try the laser now and see how that ends up going. Oh shoot, my camera got stuck again because I died. Okay, we're getting a bit close. Go ahead and do it again. So you can see the distance of this. See how the firework doesn't come directly out of the rocket? It starts right here. So we just need to push this origin point right here a bit closer. So toggling with the height is going to let you change the origin point of the rocket itself too. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move the original rocket here. We're gonna move it to right about inside of here, and maybe that'll get it close enough for it to work. So let's give that a try real quick. So go ahead and do that again. Let's see if it works this time. Go ahead and fire the laser. Let's see how this looks. Ooh, we got it really close now. Go ahead and do it again. So you can see the laser reaches there and it bounces off. So we need to take the laser and move it one back and one down. So let's do that real quick. This is kind of cool though. Look at how well we're doing. So watch this, watch. We're gonna take the laser, we're gonna move it one backwards and one down. And that should end up fixing it. And then all we would have left to do is toggle the timing of it. So go ahead and fire the laser and see how this looks. Alright, go ahead. So they're gonna press the button. Ooh, look at that. You can see, look at that. The laser actually bounces off. Although it's kind of weird, from some angles, it looks like it's crossing. But then if you look from a front-on angle, from far away, it looks like it's, like, normal. Try it again. Okay, so let's see. What distance do we need to change this by? Yeah, see, sometimes it looks normal there. So I think it's just lag. So we do need to bring the laser forward about 2 more blocks. And then I'll reduce the delay a bit by half a second. The game restart? Okay, yeah, the game restarted. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do, we're gonna move this by 2 blocks forward, which means we gotta hide this again. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna push that into here. we're gonna do that. So we got that. Cool. So we have this set up, and then now we need to reduce the delay by half a second. So we're gonna do 3.5. Okay. So now, oh, I hate this bug. There's a bug that opens your backpack and this at the same time. It's been build mode forever, and I think you have to like rejoin the game. Yeah. Oh, dude, I hate this. I hate this. You gotta rejoin the game now. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. Because I literally can't even start up my own game now. Let's try this here. Okay, and boom, there we go. Okay, so cool, we're fixed. Alright, let's see if this fixes it now. Let's see if this fixes it now. So go ahead and fire the laser, and let's see if this bounces off of the wall. So go ahead and try this. It's weird, it always feels like it's just one block off. Or sometimes it feels like it's 2 blocks off. Like, look, that worked out pretty well there. Here's what you can do to fix it. Here's what you can do to fix it. If it ever becomes, like, misaligned like this, here's what you can do to fix it. Obviously, the laser bouncing off of the wall itself doesn't usually make a whole bunch of sense. So what you can do instead is you can take a wedge. We're gonna give it, where's glass? We're gonna give it the glass texture like this. So it's like a little glass reflective panel, right? And then we're gonna have it where's right about the straight lines right about there. Yeah. So we can make it look like it literally bounces off of the wedge. So we're gonna go ahead and start the game here. This should end up working here. Yeah, so go ahead and hit the button. And let's see if it bounces off of here. So that should mask some of the issues. Yes, look at that. Now you can't even tell. It literally looks like the laser bounces off the wedge. That's so cool, dude. Yeah, because someone's like, can you curve the laser? I'm like, you can't. But maybe there's a way to make it look like it does. So you can shoot out like little laser beams. So if you're ever doing like a laser puzzle or something like that, where it's like you pull a lever and it makes this wedge appear, right? It makes the actual wedge appear, or it like unblocks the wedge. And then when that happens, you can enable this timer to start working, and then it'll enable the firework to bounce off. You wouldn't even believe that the firework rocket's in here, but the origin point of the firework itself, because of the height being at max setting, it ends up bouncing across here. Guys, is this cool or what? This is awesome. You can sit there and shoot it and it reflects off of it. Look at this. Oh, for some reason it went off a little bit there. I guess you can delay the timer to 0.4 seconds instead of the 0.3 that we have right now. And you can do something like that. Yeah, these are the laser doors. If you ever want the laser doors to blink like this, you can set it to 0.1. But if you want consistent still lasers like these, set the interval to NAN. I'm surprised that works. But yeah, you got like a little reflective panel. And you can continue to add more like reflections too, if you want to have it where it like goes, you know, in a circle or something like that. It's really cool. It's super cool. If the laser is bouncing off the walls, what if it can power up doors to open it? Yeah, you can do that. You can literally do that. So, I'll show you here. I'll show you how to do that. So if you guys want to make an actual laser puzzle, I'll show you how to do that right now. I'll show you how to do that right now. It's actually pretty easy. So here, I'll give you an example, right? So let's just say this dungeon has a door that, let's put a little doorway right here. So we're gonna go in here, we're gonna do this. There we go. So let's just say we have a doorway, right? And this doorway is gonna require us to be able to get a laser going into here in order to power up the door. Very similar to Portal, if you guys know. And in order for this, so we need a laser hole receiver. So let's go ahead and do, let's just make like a black sphere on here. So I'll take a monitor, I'll put that there, and then I'll take a cylinder and place that here. And as a result, you can place this right here. So that'll be the laser receiver. So you have it where if it goes into the hole, it works. Although I do want to make this look a little bit nicer, so we're gonna place a little light inside right here. And then besides that, I'm not sure if I want to add anything else in here. Maybe we can add like little mounted lights on the side or something. Essentially, you can like design whatever your laser input is supposed to be. But yeah, the goal is that the laser is supposed to go inside of here. Let's fix that by making sure it's lower. You can even do something pretty creative. What you can do is you can put these here, right? And if you want to make like some little like laser lines or something like that to show that, hey, this opens the door. You can do this, watch. So we'll do this. And then we'll scale into here. I mean, you can have it just directly connect over to the door like this. Although there is a bit of Z fighting, but if you want to fix that, you can fix that. But me personally, it kind of doesn't really look like it too much. So I would get a little creative, and I would do something like this to make it look like it's going down here and then going into the door itself at the very bottom here. And then all I would have to do is add one more wedge. Or not wedge, but like one of these thin walls. So, yeah, you got something like that. So here, let me move everyone away real quick. So, you can do something like this, right? You make it look like and say, hey, this is powering the door. How are you going to get something into here? And you would need that laser. So, here, I'll give you an example, right? So, if you wanted to do a pretty easy puzzle like this, obviously wedges are not powerable yet. So, the easy way to do this is you power the wedge. But here's what I'm going to do instead. We're going to take like just a wall here, and we're going to use it to block the laser. So you can see that it goes right here, and we'll use that to basically block this wedge. Like that. So you can have something very simple like that, and you can use a NOT gate, which you can stuff this underground if you want, but we'll put this here, right? And now for that timer that you guys saw earlier, we're going to put an AND gate here, which is going to prevent the timer from working unless we have the required setup. So we got the laser button here, right? And instead of connecting it to the timer, we're going to put an AND gate here. And we're going to put the AND gate into the timer instead, right? So by default, this is not going to work unless we have this disabled. So check this out here. So we're going to have our lever be right here to disable the wall. So that's going to be there. This is going to be powered to the big wall right here. So we got that set up. So we got that set up. I'm actually going to use a button so people can't spam it and something ends up going wrong here. So I'll put a button here and I'll set it for like 5 seconds. So we'll do something like that. There we go. So we got a 5-second long button that's connected to there. And when this button is powered on, this will allow this to end up happening. So it's pretty simple, right? So just a brief summary, right? When you press this, it's going to make the laser go off, but the laser's just going to hit the wall and do nothing. That's because this laser is powering this AND gate, but the AND gate also requires this wall, this button, to be activated for this wall. So the wall is going to disappear, and because this button is being powered on to make the wall disappear, it's going to allow this AND gate to run. So when that laser gets fired, it goes and hits the power thing, and it goes through there. Now, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to have it where when this timer does go off, we're going to make it so that the door powers on. We're going to make it where the door powers itself on. So, we're going to let's take a looper. So we'll take a looper right here. Continue while off, we're going to have that enabled right there. Loop repetitions, we're going to have this set to 2. And then we're going to just set this to like 5. So that should end up being fine. So it's going to like power on and then it's going to power off after a few seconds. So we'll have it be like 2 seconds. Yeah, there we go. And then we're going to have just connected to the door. There we go. So cool. It's going to receive the laser input, but we need to make sure this is timed as well. So we need to make sure this is timed as well. So we're going to add a timer on top here. And we're going to have this connected into the looper. And we're going to set the timer to like about 0.3 seconds. Because that's when the laser receiver is going to go in, and then it's going to do that. And then finally, we're just going to connect this timer from the second laser so that it goes into here and we're good. Okay, cool. I think this should work now. So now, when we start this up, let's test this real quick. Hey, wait, no, don't. Oh, dude, it chucked me off of the wall. It chucked me into the void for no reason. All right, let me move the player spawn over where the lasers are real quick. Yeah, I'll move this right here. Yep, there we go. So now, when everyone's in here, right, you guys can go ahead and fire the laser. And, oh, someone pressed the button before when the game started. Okay, So check this out, right? You hit the button, and the laser goes, but the laser just hits the wall. Oh, see, you just unlocked it. And boom, the door opens. Dude, it is way too laggy. Hold on, I need to, like, disable some stuff real quick. I need to disable, like, the firework launcher and the other stuff that you guys are running right now, because those are way too laggy. Hold on. I'm gonna disable... What is this linked up to? Oh, that's linked up to something else. Okay, I'm gonna delete this. That can still run, that's fine. I'm gonna turn this off. And is there anything else you guys are trying to run? I'm gonna delete these, because we don't need these anymore. Okay, we're good. That should stop a lot of the lag that ended up happening. That you guys were, like, setting off for some reason. Hey, I see you guys standing over by that button. No. Okay. So check this out here. So here's a demonstration of how it works, right? Normally when you fire the laser, it just hits this wall and it doesn't reflect. But there's a reflecting panel behind here, right? So in order to do this puzzle, you need to lower the wall, press the button, and now when you fire that laser, it bounces into the laser receiver, and you guys can go through. See, watch again, watch again. So here, do it again. See, it just reopened the door again. I guess you guys are spam pressing the button, so that's obviously another caveat that you would have to fix or whatever, but for most puzzles, you just had to go into a room and pull a lever to remove that wall permanently, and then you can go into the next area. But the whole goal is that, like, if you end up doing that, the laser goes into the receiver, and you guys can go out through here. It's so cool. It's really awesome. Yeah. Again, like, who would expect that you can do stuff like this with a firework launcher, you know? It's crazy. It's really crazy. Okay, and then I need to fix the fact that there's, like, no floor over here for some reason. There we go. And then I'll reduce this to 1. There we go. You guys can set this to whatever you want. If you want the door to be open longer, you set it to a longer number. If you want it to be shorter, do that. Whatever you guys want to do. Align, thank you for the super member. What's your Roblox username so I can add you to my friends list? Already have a question, but it'll be in DC. If you want to tell me in general chat, I have my eye on general chat right now. Yeah, you can ask me in general chat. You can make a countdown with fireworks. Wait, what do you mean? Can't you use a count? Can you make a countdown with counter gates and stuff like that too? Or with, like, just a basic timer? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm trying to think if there's any other thing that you can do with the fireworks, because this reflecting thing that I just came up with is already pretty advanced. I don't know if there's anything else you can do with it. I'm sure you guys will discover more ways, more things to do with it. Are there any other things you can do with the firework launcher? This is so cool, though. I really like how this ended up. Can the fireworks reflect in every angle? Yes. Yeah. I just used this as an example if you wanted to make the lasers go linearly. But you can literally just take this firework launcher, face it upwards, and stuff it lower under the ground. And you can have it where it'll just bounce upwards. So you can have these go in any different direction you want. It means, like, if the countdown hits 0, then the firework will go off. Oh, that's easy. You connect a button to a timer, and then you have the timer connected to a firework block. It's super easy. Can you use the fireworks for an active volcano for the eruption effect like I did? Yeah, if you basically take a bunch of fireworks, like, and put them super close together like these, but facing upwards, and some in the middle here, and a lot of them, you can end up just having, like, a big geyser that goes up. Again, very similar to the waterfall or the lasers that we ended up doing. You can make Plants vs. Zombies with fireworks as cannons? That's a good point. Yeah, wait a second. You can end up doing that. I don't know how we would end up killing things, though. That's the only problem. So, for example, right, you can take like a bunch of pea shooters or whatever, and you can have them on your lawn like this, and then you can have it where they're, like, shooting out. But again, they don't deal damage, and you're having a bunch of fireworks going off unless you have them from far away. But what you can do is you can do, again, we're going to use the height stat. We're going to set this to 500, right? And then we're going to take this and we're going to hide it inside of a block. We're going to put this inside of, like, a stone or something like that. Something people wouldn't really take a second glance at. So we'll put this inside of a stone. But before we do that, let's make sure the sound is disabled. Now we're going to take a decal block. right about here. We're gonna give ourselves a decal block. Actually, before we do the decal block, let's place a block. We're gonna put a wedge here, and then we're gonna do the decal block. The reason why is because this is going to offset our decal. So now we can have our decal be in the very middle, and we're gonna do the exact same thing with the other decal. So now we have 2 decals right here, right? So we got that. We have 2 decals. So now I'm gonna go and grab my in my Discord server. There's a Plants vs Zombies decal I gotta grab real quick. There's a Plants vs Zombies decal I gotta grab real quick. Is it here? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is here. There it is. So it's right here. The P is right. If you guys remember, I did this in a tutorial video, like how to make a working pea shooter. Technically, that tutorial's better, but if you want to make like a straight line with the firework, I guess you can just use these, and you can have these be animated too. So if you want to use this as like an animation, wait a second, do I still have that map? Let me see something for a second. Do I still have the map? Your build ideas. Wait a second. No, I do not have it. I don't have the pea shooter anymore. Oops. I thought I had the pea shooter still. Can I reload my my other save back in? Oh, it's just from before. Okay, whatever. Whatever. I wasn't planning on saving this map anyways. But the idea is that you can take a pea shooter and use decal animations to make it look like it's shooting, and then you can time the fireworks shots to be the same thing. I'm not gonna do the decal animation because I already made a guide video on how to do that, and that would just take a very long time to do right now. But I'll just show you guys a brief example of the pea shooter in action with the fireworks. So again, we're gonna offset this. We're gonna move this here. We're gonna move this on the other side. So now we got 2 decals. So I'm gonna take our decal animation, or our decal right here. Oh, we gotta get the version that's facing the other way. That's why. Oh dang. Oh no. Wait, hold on. Let me get where's the green? There it is. So we got our firework rocket, right? We're gonna put this all the way back here. We're gonna set it to 500. So we got that set up now. Oh, and we're also gonna disable the sound effect. So, you guys can see right here. So now we have our decal right here. And now we're gonna change it so that we can have the actual pea shooter. So let's take the pea shooter facing this direction, facing left. I think it's gonna face the right way. Yeah, facing left. And then the pea shooter facing right. We're gonna have right here. So we got that set up now. Yeah, I'll just keep this here for now. There we go. No, nuh-uh. There we go. So we can take this firework launcher and we can essentially just hide it inside of the oh yeah, let's take some rock. We can hide it inside of a block. But before we do that, let's go ahead and do, is there here, I'll just take a looper. Yeah, I'll just take a looper. So we're gonna take a looper like this, and we're gonna have this go off every like 1 second. Yeah, we'll have it go off every 1 second. And then we'll have this continue even while it's off. We'll connect it to the firework launcher right here. Then we're gonna hide this inside of the block. We're gonna put this right behind the block. Again, you don't have to put these in the exact areas. Up to you on how you want to do it. But now we're gonna take a button and we're gonna just put it right in the back of here. I mean, that's essentially all you have to do. That's essentially all you have to do. And then you get a pea shooter that looks like it's firing out. So, for example, if I end up, I guess I'll put the button over here so you guys can press it. There we go. Yeah, I'll put that right there. So now, this should end up working. Oh, I don't know why the, oh, right, because I moved the base plate. Okay, hold on. Hold on, I forgot I moved the base plate. Oops. How has he not noticed them yet? Wait, what? Notice who? Wait, notice what? Notice what? What are you guys talking about? It's raining player. Oh, no, I fixed that part right now. No, that part's good. I fixed that part already. I thought you guys were talking about something else. Are you guys talking about something else, or what's happening? Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Cool. So, we got it. You guys can press the button, and it should end up working. Let's take a look and see. So, yeah, go ahead and press the button. Let's see if the pea shooter works. Hey, it works! Look at that! See, it looks like he's shooting out the peas. So, you can end up doing something like that if you want. And then, like, obviously, if you spam press the button, you get more peas that come out. But again, you would have to link that up to, like... You can technically do that. You could just have this linked up to, like, a power death block or something, and then every time you press the button, it like, shoots the pea. So you can do something like that. Here, I'll show you how to do that real quick. I will show you how to do that real quick. So check this out, right? I mean, this is, again, very easy. But you can have it where, I'll set this to 2 seconds. There we go. So, you can take a power death block like this, and have it where it just goes directly in a straight line. Right about there. And then I'll have it where... I'll just have it where, yeah, on touch, and then I'll just have it be fade. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't really matter. It's up to you on how you guys want to do this anyways. But yeah, you connect it to the power death block, and then just as like a little bonus addition, I'm just going to hide this wall so you guys can't see the fireworks. Yeah, I mean, the main issue with the firework launcher is hiding the fireworks. I mean, it's not really an issue, it's just like a cool optional feature that would be really helpful. But, yeah, you can do something like this, and boom. So check this out here, watch. So, we got that set up. And then, now if you guys go and activate the pea shooter, check out what happens. Check it out, check it out. So now you can see when the pea shooter is firing out stuff, it actually ends up killing players that get hit by it. So that's really cool. And then like in the future, if a power damage block ever comes out, you can end up doing something like that and just having it where it does rapid damage every single time the shot comes out. And that would damage soldier piggies, or that would damage like whatever other NPCs you have set up as well. So you can do pretty cool stuff like that too. And it's really easy to do too. And it's really easy to do too. Like compared to the, like if you want to follow my other tutorial where it's like a decal animation, you can definitely do something like that where it looks like the pea shooter is actually firing out peas. But if you want something easier, you can do something like this and it works out pretty similarly. And you got them like, you know, firing out the peas and whatnot. How are you clicking this so much? Oh, it's because I'm using a looper, that's why. I don't know how I didn't think about that. I do not know how I didn't think about that. That was totally my fault for not remembering. Let's see. How are you not dying? There's literally a death block right there. Wait, did the death block break? I guess it broke or something? That's odd. Wait, did the death block actually break? What happened to you? What is happening here? That's an X player? No. Oh, I mean, yeah, obviously, but like, for some reason, the death block, it was like not working for a second. Everybody was able to stand inside of it. Let me see. Yeah, that's really cool, though. Chat, should I react to the new Doors trailer? There's a new Doors trailer that just dropped. You guys want me to react to it real quick? You want me to react to it? Let me see. Yes? Okay. Alright, let me mute this real quick. Let me see. So apparently, a brand new trailer for the Doors came out. And I want to give it a quick watch. Okay, let me see. Oh, I'm gonna mute the music. There we go. Alright. So, Doors the Archives trailer. Let me see. Room 60. S013. I haven't played Doors in a while, so I'm not sure what. I'm not really sure what I missed. Definitely looks like a new set of rooms, though. Oh, wait, what? You actually tossed, like, the doors at... Wait. Oh, there's more to it. Okay, okay, wait. I thought it was just like a teaser trailer or something. There's actually more to it. Are you, like, keeping a log of the... Oh. This looks like... Wait, it's an office building? Are you going to be finding a certain headset to put on? Whoa, wait. Are there mimics? Wait, what was that? Okay, there was a guy who was peeking over the desk. I don't know if that's part of anything. What are these things? They're like... creatures? So it's more like the office building. It reminds me of the A1000 rooms that they used to... Oh, maybe it is? Maybe it's a remake of... Or maybe it's like a part 2 of the archives? Oh, these are trippy. Bunch of wet floors. I don't know if you have to like directly avoid those or something. Oh, wait, what was that? You got like a flower door? You know... This reminds me of a Seek. Because you know how Seek would have like the eyes all over the place too? Is this like a different variant of Seek maybe? Escalator? Your number? Oh, maybe you gotta enter a certain room only if you have your number called? What was that? Wait, go back. Vending machine. Oh, what is that? Now serving 12. Oh, so you do have to have a certain ticket. Oh, wait. Maybe if you have a certain ticket number, he'll chase you. That's maybe that is the case. You have to avoid having a certain ticket number, maybe. Oh, this looks really cool, though. When does it come out? Z038. Which one got you this time? So yeah, maybe it does keep like a log or something. Oh. Wait, why is it reversing? Oh, wait, I saw that. I saw the moon and the water. Normally where you die in the second place. The second floor. I don't remember Doors really having that much lore. Almost any lore at all. So this is pretty cool. 828. Not too much farther away. Oh, that's really cool. I can't wait to play Doors stuff again. Dude, it feels like it's been so long. It feels like it's been so long since they've had, like, a new floor or something to play. What was the last one? It was, like, the outdoors or something? The one where there was, like, the gardener or something? That's really cool. This update is a remake of the previous A1000 rooms. Okay, so I was right initially. That's really cool. Yeah, I can't wait to try that out. It looks really nice. It looks really nice. Chat, what do you guys think of the floor? Should I, I'm definitely going to play it. I'm definitely going to live stream it. When it comes out. What do you guys think of it? What are you doing in Intercity? I actually don't know. What should we do in Intercity? Chat, to end off the stream in Intercity, what should we do? Can you do it publicly? Can we do what publicly? Can we do what publicly? Let me see. Break the game? What do you mean break the game? The Outdoors released last year in August? It's been a year? It feels like it's been longer than that. It definitely feels like it's been longer than that. I don't know. Let me see. Unbreak the game? What are you talking about? Hype up the treetops? Oh yeah! Yeah. Chat, for those who don't know, this Sunday is going to be a brand new Piggy Intercity update, and it has a major new area. Yeah, so I haven't talked about this yet, but take a look at this real quick. There is a brand new update coming to Piggy Intercity. It's a big new city. It's called the Treetops update. There's new quests, and there's a new location, and there's a whole bunch of new stuff. And you can see, look, content in the Treetops update include the Treetops location, 2.5 new side quests, 1 new cutscene, which is kind of crazy because the only cutscene that we've had for a quest is I mean, besides the intro cutscene stuff, is the one where you do the Shadewood town fight. That was the only other cutscene that I remember. So this is a brand new cutscene for something. Daily quests? Complete tasks every day for rewards. Whoa. Complete tasks every day for rewards? Oh, that's gonna be really nice, because that's been such a large issue in Piggy Intercity, is that, like, there's no repeatable quests. And it's so hard to earn coins, too. So having something like this is really nice. Increase the level cap from 50 to 55. Ooh, I'll have to get myself to max level again. Quality of life improvements and bug fixes. Yeah, so this is going to release this Sunday at 10 a.m. And you guys know that I will be releasing a video telling you guys how to unlock everything. I've been, hopefully I've been reliable so far and showing you guys how to get literally every secret, even secret items that you're normally not supposed to get in the game, like the secret armor, if you guys remember. But I'm going to be showing you guys how to find everything, how to complete everything. So make sure you subscribe for those. So if you want to be able to be ahead and be one of the first people to unlock all the new stuff, yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me see. There's a new NPC, I think, in Freefall. In where? The update hasn't even come out. What do you mean? What you mean? What you mean? Let me see. Let me look at the Piggy News Twitter real quick, just to be sure. Oh, also, let me see. AJ said that in the Easter event, everyone will have access to the event and have to find eggs scattered all around the game. That's pretty cool. I'll be excited when that comes out. It'll be pretty cool. The koala, it's not interactable. Oh, you're talking about the koala in Cabinda. You're talking about the koala in Cabinda. Remember the one that's like, oh, I'm from the treetops, but then you end up killing him, right? I don't think that's where you get the quest from. Yeah, yeah, it's not Freefall. It's the other place. That's a hoax. Karaya won't be added until launch. Who's Karaya? Who is Karaya? Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Let me see. They're trying to get rid of the early glitches. Wait, what are you talking about? Let me join to the game real quick. Is there a way to just for me to join? Oh, there we go. Oh, something else that I hope they change in Piggy Intercity. Here, if you guys want to get on in here, let me give you guys the link to my private server. Let me go ahead and regenerate that. Copy the link. Let me myself get in there real quick. Let me join on in here. I'm gonna add a link to my Roblox group. Roblox group. Group. Oh, here it is. Sorry, I was blanking out here for a second. Communities. We're gonna go over, I'm gonna edit the announcement. So there's a link at the very top of the live stream chat if you guys want to join my game. Boom, there it is. The link to join my game is now, okay, there we go, we're good. Yeah, everyone join. Links at the top of the live stream chat if you guys want to join my game. If you guys want to join my game, go to Freefall. Why do you guys want me to go to Freefall? Wait, why do you guys want me to go to Freefall? Okay, there. Cool, I got my daily stuff. Yeah, you guys are talking, it's the NPC in Cabinda that gives you the, that's like, I'm from the treetops, but then you have to kill him anyways. Why do you guys want me to go to Freefall? Doesn't the update release on Sunday? That's right, the update does release on Sunday. Read the description of the event, it's what Cure is for? Oh, does it say in here? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Find Kira the koala in the town of Freefall. She might be able to help you there. I see. Okay. Okay, I'm glad. Okay. So let me see. I'm gonna head over to... I've never even seen this area. I've never even seen, like, this back area. So, where do we find... Well, I mean, she's probably not in the game yet anyways. Why do you guys want to go to Freefall? I don't see, if this is something for the treetops, it wouldn't be in the game yet. It would not be in the game yet. Love your videos. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let me see. You didn't put all the red crates in your video? Yeah, I know. That was before this tab got added, which shows, you know, every actual location. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Whoa. That's a cool looking buckshot rifle. Is it sparkling? Wait, wait, wait. Hold still, hold still, hold still. Is that sparkling? I don't remember these having, like, particle effects. How did you get a gold gun? Is that a skin? Wait a second, is that a skin? Where's my shotgun at? Oh, I don't have my shotgun because it's not really that useful right now. Go up to the tree. It was from a short. Go up to the treehouse. I saw. What short? What are you talking about? Me. What are you guys talking about? Are you guys like? Is this like a hoax or something? There's no one here. Yeah, you got. If the bill hits the mode, then I don't know what you're talking about. Turned into an Animal Crossing character. That wasn't me. That was them. I was just mimicking what they were doing. I was just mimicking what they were doing. Let me see. Let me see. Pretty sure it's a hoax. Yeah, I don't see anything newly uploaded by Minitoon, so... Or, like, anything on the Minimoon channel, either. I didn't post anything either, so I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. They're talking about an NPC a YouTuber showed off, but it turned out to be fabricated. Oh, okay, I see now. I see what you guys are talking about. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, there's, alright, what do we do here? What do we do? Chat, what should we do? I mean, there's not really anything to do yet right now, because we basically completed everything. We basically completed every single thing, but if the level cap is going up, I probably should increase my, my stats a bit more. It would probably be a little more helpful here. That would probably be a little more helpful. Other than that, I literally completed every single thing. And in the new update, I'm sure there's probably going to be, like, new red chests for the treetops, too. So, if you guys want to keep your 100% completion, I'll show you guys how to unlock everything. Where's the link to your server? The link's at the top of the live stream chat. It's in my group. Yeah, the link is in my group. It is right in there. In there. Yeah, honestly, I don't really know what we can do right now. We literally unlocked every single thing. So there's not really much for us to do right now. Until the new update this weekend. Until the new update this weekend. Okay, so what do we do now? Did you go to the home location in Piggy Intercity? If so, then did you read the note and the parents left there? Could you explain what happened? I'm not sure. I didn't know there was a note there. Hey, if you guys want to come from Freefall and go over to my house. How are you moving so fast? Yeah, if you guys want to do that. Dude, I'm really hoping that in the future update they change these to be like recolorable so that way I can wear a trench coat. And also, I want to be able to wear my glasses again. They changed it. They made it so you can only wear one cosmetic item. Because beforehand, when the Game Pass came out, you could wear an infinite amount of cosmetic items. But obviously, for obvious reasons, that would probably lag the game. So they had to end up changing that. What do you think is going to happen with the insolence in Piggy Intercity? I have no clue, but I think it's going to be centered around a cult based on what we saw in the Libra, or whatever it's called, the Metro. You can try to break the game by going out of bounds? How do you go out of bounds in here? I don't think you can do that. I just think you can't. I don't think you can. Ernie, I have a standard shovel. That's pretty cool. You should go to a Liberation Outpost. Or go to the train yard and talk to the merchant, and you can swap out that standard shovel for a standard axe, which does more damage. And you can do it for free. Let me see. Yeah, you should build a mansion, like a big mansion with, I don't know. Maybe I would do that on like, I don't know. I don't really have too much motivation to build. This backrooms trap already took a major amount of time and a major amount of resources. Guys, if you want to go in my house, you guys can. Everyone, go ahead and walk inside my house. But close the door behind you. Everyone go inside my house, but close the door behind you. So everyone, keep an eye out here. Does everyone notice that there's a bunch of people going in my house, but some of them just go inside the house. Everyone go in the house. Everyone go in the house. Everyone go inside the house. How are you guys walking through my door by the... Oh, it's probably just client-sided. Yeah, everyone go in the house. Everyone go in the house. So check this out here. You guys probably saw a bunch of people go into my house, right? And yet there are less people in here than normal. How is that possible? That's kind of interesting, isn't it? Yeah, just take a look. Everyone just run around like crazy inside the house. Everyone run around like crazy inside the house. Just go in there. Just go in the house and run around. No, don't stand on the furniture. Just run around. No. You guys are cheating. You guys are cheating. Don't stand on the furniture. Just run around. Run around near the back of the room. So you'll notice that even though a bunch of people went in there, there's only 4 people left. How is that possible? How are there only a few people here? I don't know. It seems like they're disappearing by the dozen. Do we have a murderer on our hands? Where are these guys going? There was like 10 people in here and now there's only 5. Chat, where did they go? Does anyone know where they went to? They couldn't have gone anywhere else. This entire area is sealed. This entire area here is sealed. And it's basically just a normal looking house here. So, where'd he go? Where'd the alligator go? The alligator just disappeared. There's people going in my house and then just vanishing. In Piggy Intercity, this is crazy. Into the chest? You can't go inside of a chest. That's not possible in the game. Yeah, this is kind of crazy here. There's a lot of people here and they're just gone. They actually just vanished. And again, you can't leave through the windows. You can't leave through that top window over there either. You can't do anything. Where'd he go? There was another guy that was just here too. This is just a normal house and a normal room with everything. Where are they going? They fast traveled? No, if they fast traveled, they would have held out their note and then it would have taken them a second to poof away. But there was no poof. They just vanished. They actually just vanished. This guy's just like dancing like a robot. Man, dude, my house so far is supposed to be the safe haven. It's supposed to be a safe haven. I don't want to see any of you guys disappearing, okay? You guys gotta keep an eye on each other. Don't vanish. Everyone keep an eye on each other, okay? This guy's just dancing here and doing his thing. Just doing his thing here. You can make a countdown with the fireworks. Oh yeah, we already talked about that. Yeah, we already talked about that. Yeah, we got everybody in our house now. We got a lot of people in here. That's pretty cool. All right, how many people do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 11 people in the house, okay? We got 11 people in our house now. We got 11 people in our house. So we need to make sure that we keep an eye on everybody and make sure that no one disappears, okay? This is basically turned into like a murder mystery. Everyone, here, stay in the house. We need to find out who is causing people to disappear, okay? We have a lot of players in the house, okay? Everyone, make sure none of you guys disappear. Keep an eye on each other. I'll be right back. Nobody disappear. Okay. Something I also want to make sure of is, this is kind of weird. Sometimes only some of my workers will pathfind up these stairs, and then sometimes they just won't. It's really weird. I'm not sure what the case is. Hey, you guys need to stay indoors. If you guys are not staying indoors, what's gonna happen to... Oh no. There's less people in here than normal, I can tell. There's way less people in here than normal. There was like an entire... Listen, everybody. Someone is murdering us. We have to make sure that we find out who the culprit is. Keep an eye on everybody and make sure they don't vanish. When I come back, people should still be here. Hopefully no one else vanishes. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna drink the water. Okay, we're good. Kona, do you have anything to say about this? Kona, do you have anything to say about this? Oh, okay, they're just asking for us. No, okay. Okay. No, I'm not muted. No, I'm not muted. I'm just looking at whatever this is here. By the way, you guys are all supposed to be in the house. If you guys are not watching over it, the murderer is probably... Oh, God. Oh, no. There's way less people in here. Dude, you guys let the murderer start kidnapping everybody again. What are you doing? You guys gotta stay in here and keep an eye on each other. Stay in here. When I come back, I'm hoping that people won't disappear. I am hoping that people won't disappear. Okay. Well, this is interesting. This is real interesting. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, everyone, we have to stay inside the house here. Everyone, stay inside this here. Everyone get in the house. Get in the house. I know it's a pretty cramped area, but we all need to get in here. Kona, get in here. Okay, cool. The door's been closed. We all need to make sure Where'd the tiger go? Chad, I could have sworn there was a tiger in here. Oh God, I think people are disappearing again. Where is everyone disappearing to? What is happening? Oh no, this is not looking good. This is not looking good. Okay, I need to keep a count of everybody in here. That way I can remember who's here and who isn't. Maybe we need to just move our base of operations. Maybe we just need to move our base of operations somewhere else. Okay, there's a mouse here with a red hat. There's this guy with the aviator cap. There's Johnny, Kale. Okay, there's a lot of people here. Cool. Everyone, keep your eye on everybody. Keep your eye on everybody. Make sure they're still here. Wait, did someone disappear again? Yeah, everyone's here, everyone's here. Wait, where'd the other guy with the hat go? Where is everybody disappearing to? This is not looking good at all for us. Dude, we have a murderer on our hands and you guys are just not keeping an eye on them. Ernie, my brain hurts. Is this a feature? Wait, is what a feature? Okay, there's just a lot, there's people going missing here. Okay, everyone keep an eye on the epic duck. Make sure the epic duck does not go missing. I'm about to come back in the house here. If he goes missing, you guys are all gonna, you guys are all gonna get booted out of my house. Make sure the epic duck does not go missing. Make sure he does not go missing. Uh-oh. Hold on. Hold on. I'm letting my YouTube chat catch back up. Okay. Alright, is everyone still here, right? Cool? What are you guys doing? You guys let him go missing again. The epic duck is gone. Okay. Alright, you see this guy, Larry with the red hat? He's easy to identify. You guys should be able to keep an eye on him. Don't let him go missing. Don't let the murderer get him. Okay? Okay. Don't let him go missing. Just keep an eye on him. Okay? Just keep an eye on him. Just keep an eye on him. Hold on. I'm still letting the YouTube chat catch back up. Hold on. I'm still letting the YouTube... Whoa. Something's attacking us. Oh, someone let an infected up here. I was like, what just happened? Okay. Cool, we're good, we're good. Alright, let's see. Dude, he went missing too! Okay, alright, this time let's do something easier. Everyone, make sure that Ken and Piggy, Donnie, Johnny, Trevor, Willow, Sean, make sure all these people do not go missing. If I come back in here and they end up going missing by the murderer, you guys are all gonna get kicked out of my house. Don't let them go missing. We have a lot of people in our house so far. Whoever this murderer is, we gotta figure out who it is. We gotta figure out who's doing this. Okay, so far so good. You guys, there's literally no other entrance besides this. So there's no way you guys could have let them go missing, right? They're all gone. Except for Sean and Willard. They're the only people who are still left here. How are you guys... Where did they go? Who is the culprit? Okay, I have a way to identify who the culprit is. Whoever is still in this house and has not gone missing is the culprit. And they will be banned. Alright, you ready? Okay. Yeah, the murderer wouldn't make themselves disappear, right? So, if everyone in there is gone, then we'll be able to see who the actual murderer is. And whoever is missing is innocent. Okay? Okay, let's see. Alright, let's give it a bit of time here. I see Willard and Sean still in the house, though. They're probably suspicious. You guys might want to, find a way to prove your innocence. Let me see. Keep an eye on one. Let's see. You guys are all still in here? What are you guys doing? So one of you guys is the murderer. I can't shut out the door, by the way. There's no way for me to do that. Oh, wait, I can do that. I'm stupid. Okay, here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to lock everybody inside the house, okay? And whoever's the last one standing is... Okay. Whoever is the last one who hasn't gone missing loses. Okay. So here, everyone get in here. Everyone get in the house. Get in the house. Get in the house. We're gonna do a murder mystery, okay? We're gonna do a murder mystery. Whoever is the last person to not disappear loses. So your goal is to essentially disappear to prove your innocence, okay? Alright, everybody, I'm shutting the door now. I am now shutting the door. What? What? Why is it not letting me delete the door? Oh, there we go. Okay, I don't know why it wasn't working for a second. Okay, everybody, I'm barring the door now. I am barring the... Do you want to... Are you gonna leave? Once you leave, you can't come back in here, so... Okay. Alright, everybody, we've been shut in now. The game has begun. Who is the murderer? We'll have to find out, okay? Alright, so... Let's do a quick count, alright? Let's do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Everybody, let's play a game, okay? This is called Murder Mystery Disappearance. So here's the goal. Everybody in chat, I need you guys to remember all these people's names, okay? So we have Donnie, Algus, Memes, Kale, Cool, Kona, Epic Duck, Larry, and Willard. These are all the people in here, okay? I'm going to go in the corner and close my eyes, and we're going to see who disappears, okay? So remember, the last person to not disappear loses the game. So they end up losing the game if they're the last person to not disappear, okay? Alright, everybody, ready? Alright, I'm going to sleep. Good night, everybody. So now I'm in the sleeping phase. Let's see who ends up disappearing. Chat, it's your goal to identify who disappeared, okay? Alright, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, good morning, everybody. It's day 2. Alright, day 2. Chat, who has gone missing? Memes is right there. Who has gone missing? It seems like there's a decent amount of people who disappeared this night. We need to find out who disappeared. Can anyone tell me any names that disappeared? Willard and Donnie. yeah. No. Willard's right there. Donnie's gone, though. Oh, no. Donnie is gone. Donnie is, yeah, Donnie is 100% gone. I'm not sure where they went to. All right, everybody. It's time for, we're going to move over to day 3. So everyone remember the names. Larry, Johnny, Willard, Kona, Cool Pro, Epic Duck, Algus, Kale, and Memes. Okay? Time for night 2. All right, everybody. I'm going to sleep now. I'm going to sleep now. There's someone at the window. The people in the window don't count. The people in the window don't count. It's only the people who are inside the house right now. It's only the people who are inside the house. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Oh, good morning, everyone. Day 3. Uh-oh. It feels like there's less people than normal in here. Chat, who went missing? Memes is right there. Who went missing? Kona's right here. Kona, Larry, Cool Pro, Albus, Willard, Epic Duck, Johnny. Someone went missing. Kale went missing. Yeah, the koala's not there. Yeah, it's probably easier to identify by like the avatars and the animals instead of by the names. Oh, okay. So you guessed it correctly. Kale is actually the one who's gone. Okay, good. Yeah. In order to progress to the next stage, we need to correctly guess who disappeared. Okay? Alright. And again, for those people who are playing in the, this guy looks suspicious. You guys can use, like facial expressions if you guys want to make yourselves look suspicious or whatever, but, yeah, remember, for everybody in the house, whoever's the last person to disappear loses the game. So you have to make sure that you do at least disappear. Okay? Alright, everybody, ready? It's time for night 3. Time to go to sleep. Here, I'll go in this corner. All right, everybody. We're going to sleep on day 3. We're about to go to day 4, okay? Yeah, Memes is on the bed. Memes is on the bed. All right, everybody. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, good morning, everyone. Day 4. Let's see. It feels like there's one less person in here, maybe. Memes is still on the bed, asleep. Interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on Memes. Memes is starting to look a little suspicious. Memes has been in the same spot for a long time now. They could be fake sleeping. Who's missing, everybody? It looks like someone went missing last night. Who went missing? Who went missing? Who went missing? Algus went missing. That's right, the alligator's gone. Whoa. There's like a zombie or an alien looking out from outside. Algus the alligator went missing last night. Chat, do we have any clues? Do we have any clues on who did it? I was asleep last night. Can anyone give me any clues as to what you guys saw? And during the clue phase, you guys can give like either truths as to what you guys saw, what happened, or lies if you end up being the murderer. So is someone trying to shoot in? What are you guys are trying to like break in the house? Oh, Memes woke back up. All right, everybody in chat, did you guys see anything? Did you guys see anything suspicious while I was asleep? Did you guys see anything suspicious happen? How many people do we have left in the house? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I mean, not including me because I'm just a spectator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 people left. Okay. Yeah, there are 6 people left right now. Willard didn't see anything because their eyes are closed. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, Willard didn't see anything. Then again, they could be acting innocent on purpose. I'll have to keep an eye on Willard. They kind of just been standing in the back the entire time. Memes has just been chilling on the bed, I guess. All right, everybody. Kona's gone. Oh, yeah, Kona is gone, too. All right, everybody, I'm going to sleep. We're going to move over to night 5. If you guys see anything, make sure you tell me when I wake up, okay? All right, so now we're in the sleeping phase. Now we're going to wake up to day 5. All right, you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, everybody. Whoa, wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No one disappeared last night. Did you guys see anything suspicious? way, if people don't, if no one disappears on the next night, I'm gonna do a coin flip and someone's gonna get eliminated randomly. So, you guys gotta, one of you's gotta disappear. I've seen everything, but I was asleep. Yeah, that's not really too helpful there. We have people literally going we have people getting murdered and disappearing. We need them to be gone. I mean, we need them to be, we need them to be safe. We need them to be safe. Johnny looks suspicious. Johnny does look a little suspicious there. Plus, he's been holding out his weapon the entire time. But, here's the thing. If anyone is ever claimed of being the murderer, if they disappear, then they automatically get proved innocent. And then it keeps them from losing the game. Alright? Okay. So. Alright, everyone, I'm gonna go to sleep, okay? Who do you guys deem as suspicious? Who do you guys deem as suspicious? Cool Pro is a little sus, they have a gun. Also, if you disappear, you can make someone else look guilty. So for example, if people are saying that Johnny looks suspicious, right? Either Johnny himself can make himself vanish, or Johnny can go missing and make himself innocent, preventing him from losing the game, or someone else could go missing and you guys can blame it on Johnny. So that's how you guys can strategize to get someone to lose the game, okay? Alright, you ready? I'm going to sleep now, okay? So use that strategy. Alright, everybody. The sleeping phase has begun. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Morning happens in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Alright, this is day 7. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Memes is missing! Memes has disappeared! Dude, we thought Memes was suspicious the entire time because they were just chilling on the bed the whole time? They're gone! What someone must have gotten Memes in their sleep. I don't like Johnny, maybe he might have made them disappear. Chat, who do we vote on, who do we vote? Who do we vote on being the culprit? Johnny is suspicious. Johnny has been here for quite a good amount of time here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure either. He keeps holding out his weapon. Yeah. So remember, if you're the last person standing, you lose the game. But you can prove but here's the thing. If you sacrifice yourself to make yourself disappear, you can make someone look guilty. Like, look way more guilty. Okay. So, everybody, we're gonna begin the next phase. Ready? Okay. Who do you guys think is suspicious? Who do you guys think is suspicious? So, Willard votes Johnny for being suspicious. Larry's up on the bed here. Okay. Try Cool Pro? You think Cool Pro is suspicious? Yeah, a lot of people are saying Johnny is sus. Okay. Alright, you ready? Alright, we're going to sleep. We're moving on to... Oops, I need to drink water. Okay, we're moving on to day 8. Alright, so we're in the sleep phase now. 10, 9, 8. I know Johnny's probably going to be the one who's guilty. Unless he disappears, then I'll be extremely wrong. But, like, he does look really suspicious there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Day 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are still 5 people left in the house. If no one disappears by tomorrow, someone randomly will be chosen. So I recommend that if you want to really strategize, one of you guys does have to disappear. Remember, if you're the last person standing, you lose the game. Okay, let's see. So we need to have like a resting tombstone for Memes as one of the last people here. We definitely need to have something like that. If only we could build one. Okay, who is suspicious? Vote who is suspicious. Yeah, vote whoever is suspicious right now. It's Johnny? It's a lot of people are saying it's Johnny. I don't know. Let me see. Johnny, me. Why would you vote yourself? What? Why would you end up voting yourself? That doesn't make much sense. Johnny? Yeah, a lot of people are saying Johnny. If too many, oh yeah, by the way, if too many people vote for you, you lose the game as well. So, Johnny, you can either vanish to prove your innocence and prevent yourself from losing the game, or you'll end up getting auto-voted and then just losing as well. Okay, you ready, everybody? We're gonna move on to the next night. Alright, we're going to sleep. We're going over to day 9 now, okay? Okay. He's the one who never disappears. Then again, there are a lot of other people who are not disappearing as well. So you want to keep that in mind, too. Alright, yeah, you ready? So, if by morning Johnny hasn't disappeared, Johnny will lose the game. Alright? Okay. Alright, you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and... It wasn't Johnny! It wasn't Johnny! I really didn't like Johnny. That seems kind of suspicious there, Willard. It seems kind of suspicious there. Johnny wasn't the culprit! It wasn't him! Larry has his axe down. He really doesn't look happy there. But then, Willard also I just found my knife? This is really suspicious. I feel like it could either be Willard or it could be Larry. But then again, who knows what they're, I don't know. Alright, chat, who do you guys vote is the culprit? Is it Larry, Duck, Willard, or Cool Pro? Who do you think the murderer is? It's Willard? A lot of you guys are saying Willard. Are you guys sure it's not Larry? Cool Pro says, not me, it's not me. Okay, and then the epic dunk is just, he's looking a little suspicious there too, I'm not sure. It could be anybody at this point. It could be anybody at this point. Okay, alright, so, everybody right now is voting for Willard. So, if Willard doesn't disappear by the next morning, then Willard is the murderer and they lose the game. Alright? But if they disappear, that means someone else was the murderer, okay? Alright, let's go to sleep. And then tomorrow morning we'll ask for witness testimony so we can see what people saw last night, okay? Alright everybody, we're sleeping now, ready? So we're moving on to day 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and... Also, don't stand in the corner because then you can become visible. Willard is gone! It wasn't Willard! They even said they were sharpening their machete. Maybe they were using it in self-defense. And they did say they didn't like Johnny. I was right in front of Ernie. Okay, yeah. So it wasn't Cool Pro. Wait. I don't think that's really fair to say, though, because, yeah, if I'm going here, you can't prove your innocence by standing here. So, for the game's sake, it could literally be anybody. Oh, man. It's either the Epic Duck. There's only 3 culprits here. And one of these guys is the murderer. So it's either Larry, Cool Pro, or the Epic Duck. Alright, so, Epic Duck, tell me what you saw. Tell me your witness testimonies. Tell me your witness testimonies. And then I'll have chat vote who the murderer was. Okay? Everyone before the game disappeared before the game, but Cool Pro? Well, technically everyone disappeared beforehand too, except for, like, everybody here as well. Epic Duck is a secret agent acting innocent. You guys are having some good theories here. Okay. Can you guys not use chat? Oh, maybe they can't use chat. They're just pointing at each other. Okay, alright. Tell me, okay, Larry, who do you think the murderer is? Larry, who do you think the murderer is? Just point to who you think the murderer is. I don't think they can. Okay, so they probably can't. Larry, point to who you think the murderer is. Who do you think is the culprit? Oh, you think Cool Pro is the culprit. Okay. Cool Pro, who do you think is the murderer? Okay, Cool Pro, who do you think is the murderer? Let's see what they have to say. Epic Duck also says they're the murderer too. Okay, there's 2 different people. I was right in front of you. Okay, well, he has to be lying. Chat, who are we voting out today? There's both of these guys are saying that Cool Pro is the murderer. And there was only there's only one murderer, so. Chat, should we vote out Cool Pro tonight, or how's this gonna go? Again, if Cool Pro is alive the next morning, then he loses the game. But if he disappears, then he proves his innocent, and he doesn't lose. 2 different people are saying Larry. 3 people are saying Larry. Are you guys sure? These are like 2 witness testimonies here. A lot of you guys are saying Larry. Okay. Cool Pro. Okay, it looks like a lot of people in chat are saying Larry. Okay. Alright, well, Larry is... Oh, he just pointed at Larry. Okay. Larry is the primary suspect here. If Larry is alive the next morning, then that means he is the murderer and he loses the game. But if not, then... Okay, he's gonna go to sleep. Alright, if Larry's so innocent, I guess he's gonna go to sleep. Alright, time to go to bed. If Larry is alive the next morning, then he is the culprit and loses the game. But if he disappears... No, don't stand in the corner. It's against the rules to stand in the corner. No, Cool Pro, you can't be here. Cool Pro, you can't be here. You cannot be here. You cannot be here. Don't stand near me at all. Yeah, it's cheating. You can't do that. Alright, so if Larry is here the next morning, that means he is the murderer and he loses the game. But if he's gone, then that means someone else is the murderer and he's innocent. Alright, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, day 11. He's gone. Someone got him in his sleep. That means the murderer is one of you 2. And it's been one of you 2 since the very beginning. It's either Cool Pro or the Epic Duck. Alright, everybody. Alright. It's one of them. Who can it be? It's literally the Epic Duck. Okay, some of you guys are saying Cool Pro, and some of you guys are saying the Epic Duck. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do a poll. We're gonna vote to see who is the murderer. Okay. We're gonna vote to see who the murderer is. All right. So, you ready, everybody? Who is the murderer? Is it Cool Pro or Epic Duck? Who is the murderer? You guys can go vote right now. You guys can give oh, I mean, I guess Epic Duck can't talk anyways, so. Who is the murderer? These are the only 2 people left in the house now. Let's see what you guys are voting. I should make Mafia in build mode. Mobile has made Mafia in build mode, or, Town of Salem, essentially. It's so cool. I've thought about that too. This is just kind of like a quick role-playing idea that I had, which is really fun. I actually really like this. Guys, would you want to do another round of this? Would you guys want to do another round of this? This actually feels really fun. Alright. The poll is going to end in about 30 seconds, so everyone vote who the murderer is. Whew. Okay, everybody. Alright, and, oh, well, there we go. Everyone has now claimed the Epic Duck to be the murderer. So here's the thing. I'm kind of inventing the rules of this game off the bat. But I assume that if we did one more night where we're like, hey, Epic Duck is the culprit. If he disappears, then he's innocent. It would automatically just make Cool Pro the murderer, even though everyone voted Epic Duck as the murderer. So it kind of just be like a cop-out. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like how exactly I want to do this. How exactly do we want to do this? It's Epic Duck. Cool Pro is always holding the medicine. That's right, he is. Well, yeah, I think this is the case. All right, well, chat, what's a good way to prove that Epic Duck is the murderer? What's a way to prove who the murderer is in the very end? Who do we prove who the murderer is in the very end? How do we do that? How do we do that? No, I think this is actually a pretty good system. This is actually a pretty good system. We'll just do the eliminations, and then for like the very... I'm just gonna screenshot that. I'm gonna keep it out of context. He's there! He returned! He's right there in the window! You can see him right there! He's right there. Alright, well, I think this is a pretty good consensus. I think this is a pretty good way to, like, decide the ending of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, the murderer is the Epic Duck. Epic Duck was the murderer for this round. And there it is, the game ends. The Epic Duck lost the game. Okay, you guys want to do another round? I'll open the... Oh, yeah, see, he died. Oh, he's gone! Oh. Chat, where am I? Where am I? Where the heck am I? So this is where all the missing people went. The Epic Duck sent them to the back rooms. That's where they all went. You should do hide and seek. Hide and seek would be an absolute disaster of an idea unless you made a specific map for it. Because if you did hide and seek, people could hide literally anywhere. And who's to say they can't just warp or teleport when you get near? That would be a terrible idea. Literally, there's no way, there's no shot that would ever work. There's no way hide and seek would work. This is taking a weird route. Yeah, we're not doing the, yeah, okay. Here, let me, everybody, I'm gonna move my base over by the fort so that way you guys can have an easier way of being able to get over here. Unless someone else's house is taking up room. What is that? Is that a base? Is that a base or I'm tripping? I think that's just a regular house. Okay, there we go. Yeah, everyone teleport to the fort, because I know all of you guys can. No! Okay, there we go, I got it. Okay, cool, we're good, we're good. We are good now. Alright, everyone, you guys want to do another round of Murder Mystery? I have the rules kind of set up a bit better now. Okay? Alright, so, everyone, go ahead. Whoa, turn it into glass? Okay, everyone get in here. Okay, everyone get in here. Get in. Everyone get inside the house, and we're gonna prepare to play, okay? If you want to be part of the Murder Mystery, everyone get in the house. Yeah, we're doing one more round. Everyone get on into the house. Kona's gone. Kona might have just left the server. Yeah, everyone, you guys got like 1 minute to get to my house. If you guys want to go over to my house, it's right here. It's literally right next to where the fort is. So if you want to find me, come over here right now. This is where I am. It's right next to the fort. Yeah, it should be a play. Okay, yeah, we have a lot of players joining in this time. Yeah. Real quick, don't step on these crates. You'll fall through the floor. Only step on these crates when you want to basically vanish. Okay? It's basically a gameplay mechanic. Okay, is everyone in here? I'll give about 30 more seconds if anybody wants to join. 30 more seconds in case anyone wants to join. So, last round, all of you guys won the game except for the Epic Duck. Epic Duck was the only one who lost the game. Alright, okay. Alright, everybody, you good? You good? You good? Okay. Alright, everybody, last call. Alright, let's close the door. I'm gonna delete the door, and now we're gonna start boarding up the house. All right, everybody. Everybody has been locked in the house. The game has begun. So we have an officer here, Officer Kale, and all right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a murderer among us. Literally, there is a murderer among us. We have a lot of people in this house, and we boarded up the doors. We need to figure out who the murderer is. who the last person is that's standing is going to be the murderer and loses the game. You can prove your innocence by giving witness testimonies, or if you're claimed to be the murderer and you end up disappearing, you'll be proven innocent and you won't lose the game. But we need to figure out who is going missing, and we need to find out fast. Alright everybody, this is day 1. So we have Johnny, Kale, we have this NPC here who doesn't count because he's just at a workstation. So this guy is not going to count for this round, okay? Just ignore this guy. This is an NPC. We have Sean, the Epic Dunk, Cool Pro, Larry, Memes, Donnie. We have White Bunny, and we have Trevor over there too. We have a lot of people in our house right now, and we're looking pretty good here. But we need to make sure we find out who the murderer is, alright? Every single night, I'm going to go into this corner right here. I'm going to sleep. Do not go in this corner near me. Whenever I'm in this corner here, you have to stay far away from me. If you guys are standing inside of here, then you'll lose the game, okay? So just make sure you don't do that. Just make sure you do not do that. Being in this corner doesn't prove your innocence. It doesn't prove your innocence. Okay, everybody, are you ready? I'm about to go to sleep. Everybody, keep an eye on each other. If you guys see anything suspicious happen, let me know, okay? We're gonna see who the first person disappears is. So keep your eyes out open, okay? Okay. Alright, everybody, now I'm going to sleep. So now we're in the sleeping phase. For about 10 seconds, I'm gonna go to sleep, and when I wake up the next morning, we're gonna be in day 2, and we're gonna see who has disappeared. So everyone, I hope you paid attention. Let's see who disappeared. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Day 2. There's still quite a lot of people in this house, but it looks a little roomy. It seems like someone might have gone missing. Chat, does anyone see who might have gone missing? There might be too many people to tell right now. Sean is just chilling in the corner here. He seems like he's feeling a little uneasy. Maybe he saw something. Donnie seems a little bit tired too. The White Bunny's still just sleeping in the bed, and Trevor's still there. He's giving kind of like a suspicious glance over here. He gets up from his bed. Actually, both of them do. They're facing more towards here now. Interesting. Johnny's looking a little suspicious. He's kind of giving an eyeball to everybody right now. I'm not sure if he's just giving everyone the evil eye, or if he's just looking out for the murderer as well. Officer Doggy's on patrol, it's cool to see here, and Officer Kale. It's good to have some police officers in the house with us to keep an eye on everything here. We have Cool Pro from last round is in here too, and then we have this guy doing push-ups. Maybe he's trying to get stronger to avoid the murder. Algus is over here too. He looks like he's well armored in case, to prevent himself from getting attacked. Noob and Memes look like they're doing fine. They're having a bit of a conversation. Seems like Noob is a bit hungry. Don't worry, we will protect you. It's good to have the officers on patrol. And Larry's over sitting by the chest too. Well, I think it's time for us to get some sleep here. So let's go ahead and go over to day 3. So in about 10 seconds, we're going to go over to day 3 and see if anybody went missing. Okay? Alright, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, now it's the next morning. It does seem like there's at least one person missing. Let's see. White Bunny's still there. Trevor's still there. He's holding like a weapon of some sort. That's kind of suspicious. It looks like Kale was attacked last night, but it looks like he survived. That's interesting. Maybe he'll give us a description of who the murderer is. Chat, who went missing? Where's Donnie? Donnie's missing. You're right. Donnie is missing. Memes is still here. Noob is still here. Donnie is missing. He was sitting up here. He was sitting up on the table, remember? Everyone calm down. Donnie went missing. Oh no. Yeah, Donnie's gone. Donnie's gone. Okay, so okay. All right, chat, do any of you guys have witness testimonies here? There's no telling that the cops themselves can't be murderers either. They could be corrupt. Who knows? We'll have to keep an eye on everyone just to make sure. All right, let's see. All right, everybody, we're going to go to sleep here, and we're going to go over to day 4. We're going to go over to day 4 now, all right? Okay. All right, everybody, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, we're moving into the next morning here. There's definitely significantly less people. Wait! The guy on the bed's gone! And for some reason, this guy is still here. Interesting. How did the other guy how did the other guy disappear but not him? That's real interesting here. Really suspicious. Sean is just kind of sitting and taking a nap. He doesn't really seem like he's bothered by anything at all. August seems like he's either very worried or he's feeling guilty. Johnny's still standing in the same corner. Sir, everything will be fine. It's not going fine. People are disappearing every single night. What are we supposed to be doing now? What do we do? Okay, Noob is still here. Shazoo is still here as well. Memes is still here. Police. Okay. Okay. Everybody, we need to start getting witness testimonies. Everybody in here, can you guys give a description of what you guys saw last night? Did you guys see any clues? Any events that you saw or heard? Any noises? What did you guys hear last night? August is constipated? Well, not anymore. August is not constipated anymore. Okay. Tiger? This guy just says tiger. Well, we need more information. Do you have any, like... What's your witness testimony about the tiger? He's talking about Cool Pro, by the way. This guy right here. Does anyone have any witness testimony? Wait. Can most of you guys use chat or no? Tiger had a gun. Had a gun, huh? It's interesting. There's a couple people here with guns. Wait. This guy's using a machete. Maybe that could have been the murder weapon. Really interesting. He's like practicing fighting though. Maybe he's just practicing self-defense in case the murderer tries to get him. Interesting. The murderer is really strong though. He can get anybody. Alright everybody, I'm gonna be going to sleep and we're gonna be moving to day 5. Everyone, memorize who is in here. Keep an eye on everybody in here so we can see who goes missing next, okay? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go to sleep now, alright? Yeah, you gotta stay out of the corner. You gotta, everyone stay out of this corner. So, yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, everybody, we're going to bed now, and we're going over to day 6. It's memes, you gotta believe me. Chat, who do you think is the murderer? Who do you guys think is the murderer? Okay, so day 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. We're awake now. This is day 6. Johnny seems like he moved positions. Did anyone go missing last night? The police officers are still here. Interesting that both of them are still here. Memes is still against the door, guarding the way. Sean is still taking a nap, completely unbothered. August is still here. Did anyone go missing? I don't think anyone went missing. If no one goes missing, then we have to start accusing someone of being the murderer. This guy's still on the bed. He's pointing at him being suspicious. A lot of people are pointing at the guy in the bed. That's right, because when when the other guy went missing, he was still in the bed. He's claiming he's not the murderer. Chad, we need to start voting who the murderer is. Who's the murderer? Everyone in chat, who do you guys think is the murderer? Who do you guys think is the murderer? A lot of people seem like they're voting on the rabbit. I bet the killer is Sean. The white rabbit. Yeah, he killed them with his strength. Maybe? Everyone calm down. Help will arrive in 7 months. Oh, okay, thank you. That's good to know. Yeah, that's really relieving to know. Alright, everybody, so I'm seeing a vote tied between the white rabbit and no, I'm seeing more people saying the white rabbit. Okay, everybody, the white rabbit has been accused of being the murderer. If they don't disappear by the next night, they will lose the game. But if they do end up disappearing, they will prove their innocence. Okay? He's claiming he's not the murderer, so we'll just see about that. All right, everybody, we're going to sleep. We're going to day 7. All right, you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, it's day 7. It looks like everything is going fine here. Wait a second, he didn't disappear. He didn't disappear. Yeah, everyone, police weapons are standard in situations like these. So if someone doesn't disappear, they lose the game and they get kicked out of the house. So, Bunny, you gotta jump down here. You gotta jump down here. All right, yep. You are now getting arrested. You gotta go further. You gotta go further. Yeah, you gotta go further. Okay, there we go. So he has been arrested by the police. Okay. But the question is, are the murders gonna stop? That's the question. He may have just been arrested just for the accusation. Alright, everybody, let's go ahead and go to sleep and go to day 8. Alright, everybody, day 8. Let's see. Who is it gonna be? Freak? White Rabbit has been framed? Yeah, he could have been. Alright, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Day 8. Has anyone disappeared? Johnny's still here, and Memes is still here. Noob, Sean, Epic Duck. Chat, did anyone go missing? Did anyone go missing at all? How are the murderers picked? Basically accusations. Alright, we need to start pointing out who the murderer would be. You're usually better off just sacrificing yourself and disappearing on the next night. That way you don't take the chance on being accused of being the murderer. So, it's better if we just have, like, at least one person disappear at night. Alright, who's getting accused of being the murderer? Who is getting accused of being the murderer? Johnny is pointing at Memes being the murderer. It seems like he's been in the same corner the entire time. That's interesting. Memes is being accused of the murders. Is anyone else being accused? Oh, Officer Doggy has something to say. It's Memes, you have to believe me. Memes has just been chilling by the door the entire time. Everyone, I believe Noob is the murderer. I know that from 55 years of police work. Okay, so Officer Doggy is claiming that Noob is the murderer. So we have a vote between Memes and Noob being the murderer. Alright, well, here's the thing. If tomorrow... Alright, so I'm gonna go to bed now. If one of them disappears, the other will be automatically claimed as the murderer. But if both of them disappear, they're both innocent and someone else is the murderer. Okay? So again, I'm gonna go to sleep right now. We're gonna go over to day 9. If one or the other disappears, then that means the other person is the murderer, or is accused as the murderer and gets arrested. But if they both disappear, that means neither one of them were, and someone here is still the murderer. Okay? Alright, let's go to sleep. Time to go to sleep, everybody! Alright, we're gonna be heading over to day 9 here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is day 9. Wait a second. Wait a second. I've been okay. Noob is gone! Guys, Noob is gone! And Memes isn't the... Memes is the... Memes didn't disappear. He got... Wait a second. Where's the alligator? Noob is gone. Wait, no. Not just that. Someone else is gone too. Where's the green alligator at? What happened? Wait, what? The green alligator is gone. And Memes, you're the only one who's still here. You're the only one who's still here. But we also have to solve what happened with the alligator too. If Memes isn't gone by tomorrow night and they're still here the next day, then that means they're being accused of the murder and they get arrested and they get eliminated. So again, if you like voluntarily disappear, you don't lose. But if you get arrested, then you do lose. Or if you're the last person in the game that gets voted. Alright, everybody ready? We're gonna go ahead and go to sleep and go to day 10. Alright, everybody. Day 10 here. Day 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. What's that sound? I hear a bunch of gunshots. It's day 10. What happened here? Memes is gone! Memes wasn't the killer. Everybody, I heard a bunch of gunfire from last night. What happened? What ended up happening last night? What happened? What happened? I've been shot. They've been injured. Looks like the other police officer was still there, too. They've been shot? So it looks like during a battle, someone... Wait, did anyone else disappear? Wait, hold on. First and foremost, Memes is gone. Did anyone else disappear last night? Everybody in live stream chat, did anyone else disappear last night? Who else disappeared last night? Someone, Kale, try to tend to Officer Doggy's wounds here. I don't have ammo anymore. Okay. Yeah, I think it was only Memes that disappeared. Okay. Johnny's still kind of looking a little suspicious there. Larry's over on this side. Looks like they're really just eyeballing everybody here. By the way, if you guys are gonna disappear, don't disappear during the day. Only disappear during the night. Do not disappear during the day. That's cheating. Wait a second. Chat, wait, I think someone did disappear last night. Where's the tiger? Everybody, where's the tiger at? Cool Pro is missing. Cool Pro went missing. Whoever this murderer is, they're deadly. They're getting everybody out of here. Let me drink water. Okay. Epic Duck, you're kind of looking a little suspicious there. You got a gun. They shot me. We need to find the killer. We do need to find the killer. We have to find them fast. We gotta really find them fast. These guys are looking a little suspicious here. Chat, do we want to make a claim today before we go to sleep? Do we want to claim if anybody's the murderer? They fell right in front of you. I know. That's why I said don't fall during the day because it's cheating. But I'm just going by the roleplay. It's epic. Fred is the murderer. Who's Fred? I don't. Oh no. The NPC doesn't count. The NPC does not count. Yeah, no. The NPC doesn't count. If I don't make it, tell my wife I never loved her. Oh, okay. You wanna tell Kale that maybe? Kale has like a bunch of soup or something. All right, let's go and look at everybody real quick before we go to the next night. All right, so Larry's kind of giving like an evil grin, and so is Johnny. I think they're acting suspicious or they're trying to keep an eye out to protect themselves from the murder. Which one it is, I'm not sure. Officer Doggy has been wounded by whatever gunfight happened last night, probably by the murderer. Sean seems like he's not as sleepy as he normally was. Epic Duck had a gun for a second, which is interesting. Then again, so did Kale. Kale also had a gun. You never know if he's trying to backstab his partner. That could be an interesting storyline. Who else is here? Shazoo is also not really doing their combat training anymore. They still have their machete. Guess we'll have to find out. Alright, everybody, we're going to sleep now. We're going over to day 11. Oh no! A gunfight is breaking out in the middle of the night! Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let's see. Officer Doggy is dead! Officer Doggy is dead! No! Whoa. Okay, Okay, you you guys gotta make sure that if you guys do end up like dying, make sure you guys just disappear. Use this floor to disappear. I don't want you guys losing your items by resetting, okay? I don't want you guys losing your items by resetting. Also, for the gameplay mechanics sake, someone shooting someone else is not automatically gonna make them the murderer, okay? So I just want to keep that clear. So even though Epic Duck is just shooting this guy directly, it would be too easy for someone to just do that, so. Alright, so, oh my god, Officer Doggy is dead. Oh no. Wait a second. Oh, wait, Larry's still here? Johnny's missing. Johnny was there on the chest. He went missing during last night's fight. How many people do we have left here? We have 5 people left in the house now. We have 5 people left in the house now. Rest in peace to Officer Doggy. Yeah. Alright, everybody, we need to start making claims tonight. We need to start finding out who the murderer is. Okay. Everybody in chat, who do you guys think the murderer is? Everyone in the house, who do you guys think the murderer is? If you don't have chat, just point to someone. Just point to someone. Oh, okay. Larry and Shazoo claim that they're either one of them is the murderer. Interesting. Looks like a lot of people are claiming that Larry is the murderer. Okay, everyone is claiming that Larry is the murderer. Wait, this guy is also claiming Shazoo is the murderer. So right now it's between Larry and Shazoo. But neither one of them have guns. But that doesn't mean that... I don't think a gun was the murder weapon. Because there was a gunfight last night, but we didn't see who was firing the gun. As far as we know, Officer Doggy could have been trying to fight back with his gun, but they could have used a machete or a knife or something like that to fight back. Who could it have been? Alright, so I think the votes are tied either between Shazoo and Larry. So Shazoo and Larry are both suspicious. If one or the other goes missing tonight, then that means the other person will probably get arrested. Okay? But if both of them go missing, they're both innocent, and they don't lose the game, and that means someone else in the house is a murderer. Okay? Alright, everybody? Alright? Alright? Okay. Alright. Here we go. Alright, so we're gonna sleep here, and now we're going over to day 12. Day 12, everybody, day 12. We're nearing the end of the game now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's see. Shazoo is missing. Shazoo went missing, everybody. And Larry's the only one still standing. Larry did have it out for Shazoo. He was the one who initially claimed it was him. Okay, well, I think that means Larry's getting arrested and loses the game now. Alright, Larry, you gotta toss yourself in the pit. But that doesn't necessarily mean the murders will end. Larry, you gotta toss yourself in the pit. This is part of the game. You're being arrested. you're being arrested. So that could mean it's a false claim though. So yeah, you gotta jump in the pit. Officer Kale, you gotta take him away now. He is now being claimed as the murderer. He's not looking too happy about it though. Larry, you gotta jump in the pit. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. Alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, this is looking pretty good here. I think we might have gotten the murder unless someone else disappears tomorrow night. If someone else disappears tomorrow night, that means someone is still the murderer. Okay? Alright, let's move over to day 13 now. You ready? Day 13, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I hear gunshots. What was that? Whoa. What just happened? It looks like some kind of fight broke out last night. Is the murderer still with us? Chat. Alright, everybody in the house. Who do you guys claim is the murderer? Who was trying to attack you last night? Everybody in chat, who do you guys think is the murderer? Kale went missing! The murderer is still in the house! Uh-oh. The murderer is still in the house. Chat, who do you think is the murderer? Who do you think is the murderer? Can either one of you guys use chat? Oh, he can't use chat. And then, I don't know if Sean can use chat. Chat, who do you guys think is the murderer? Epic Duck was technically the murderer last time, but we're forgetting about that because the whole round resets. So let's take what we know. Sean, in the very beginning, when a lot of people were getting murdered, he didn't really seem that excited. He didn't really seem that scared. He was just taking a nap the whole time. Almost as if he was the only person who felt like he was 100% guaranteed to be safe. On the other hand, the Epic Duck has a machete. Everybody who's died has had guns, so the murderer couldn't have used the guns. And they could have just been using the guns to defend themselves, but that doesn't necessarily mean... This is interesting. That's not to say that Sean himself couldn't also have a weapon too. He could just be hiding it. So, chat, I think we can vote now. Who is the murderer? Is it the Epic Duck or is it Sean? We're gonna go ahead and have you guys vote in chat now. Who is the murderer? Epic Duck or Sean? By the way, if you guys are playing this game, it's probably best not to be in the final round here because chat just basically decides your fate. And it's a 50-50 chance of you winning or just losing the entire game. Everyone else who has disappeared has technically not lost the game. So, okay. Alright everybody, the vote is in chat. Vote who you guys think is the murderer. Is it the Epic Duck or is it Sean? Who is the murderer? Who is the murderer? Here, I'll put the poll right here. Who's the murderer? Who's the murderer? He has a golf club, so that's what his weapon was. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Who is the murderer? All right, everybody, the votes have now, or they're about to be finalized. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody, here it is. Here we go. The murderer is Sean. My suspicions were correct. He was very sleepy during the beginnings of the round, almost as if he can guarantee his own safety. He also wasn't using a gun. Everybody else who was already died was using guns, and they were defending themselves in a gunfight. But Sean was fast. Sean was quick. With his skills as a golfer, he was able to swing fast, and he was able to swing accurately. Able to take out and make everyone disappear all around him. One at a time, every single night. Other people got accused, but it looks like it was Sean the entire time. So, Sean, you have lost the game, and everyone else technically doesn't win. There's no real winning in this game. It's just more of like you don't lose. But Sean has lost the game. There were a couple of... Everyone else who got arrested also lost the game. Everyone else, you guys technically won the game. But that was fun. Sean does look like the murderer type anyways. Like the supervillain type, I guess. That's pretty cool. Dude, I actually want to try and do this as a live stream again. This is actually really fun. Chat, would you guys type 1 in chat if you guys want to see me do more of these? Like, I should do a live stream where I get even more of you guys in here. All of you guys with different outfits, new events. Dude, I should build a house map. I should build a house map for this. Because right now I'm just using my backrooms trap. I should build like a legitimate big mansion. We can have like a mansion murder mystery. That could be so much fun, and then you guys can directly participate in it and vote in chat. That's really cool. That's actually really cool. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's stream. I'm going to be covering all the new Piggy Intercity update content as well, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for these live streams too, because I definitely want to do another murder mystery like this, and it's really cool. Anyways, besides that, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want more quality fun, I'll see you in the next one, so bye everybody!